대표님, 승인을 기다리는 정책이 있습니다. 검토 부탁드려요. 모든 안건을 확인해 주셨네요.
Could run these ads on Twitch. Okay.
원두향은 언제 맡아도 좋아요.
They spoiled. Sadly not. Probably just stream like 3 hours and be done. As usual. Got DM on Limbus, but not this time. Yeah, I heard that it's pretty good. Target told me about the new Rhodia skin, or ID, which is pretty cool. I've honestly not been playing gachas very frequently besides, yeah. Oh. Actually, I don't know if Rage Hog is in that jail. But yeah, I'm hikey, like, not besides, Grand Blue Fantasy. I've, like, not been playing gachas at all. 500 chance Sword X Staff, nice. But I'm having fun with that game. I know I said it last time, but like I am pretty done with gachas, I think. Just like out of like the time spent. I don't know. I definitely have the time to play gachas, but give me your Sleeper Agents Limbus content, please. Like I was gonna record myself playing at some point, but I just haven't. I mean, obviously I haven't. Like, I wanted to make a Tenebria video over the last week, but I didn't because of Grand Blue Fantasy Guild Wars. I don't know. It's just hard to justify playing it. You're so stubborn? Not really stubborn. It's not really stubbornness when it comes to, like, playing a gacha game. It's more just, like, desire, in my opinion. Like, I get what you mean by saying it's stubborn, but I don't think it's like an accurate mood. Just I can go back later. Alright, see you later, Range Hog. Anata? I mean, will Anata ever release? I feel like that game's not something that's gonna release like anytime soon, no? I don't know, I'm checking stuff. I'm trying to click. I'm mad at my streamer. To be fair, it's valid to be mad at it in a way by me at the moment. Like, I'm just not playing. You joined for Limbus stuff, and I haven't played Limbus stuff in ages. I think it makes sense to be annoyed by that. You speak on gacha? Honestly, like, low-key true. Join for slop? Oh, no. I know you're here for, like, stuff in general. I was just saying, like... I was saying that you initially joined the stream because I streamed Limbus, right? Like, that was the first time you joined, and I did a bunch of Limbus then. But now, since then, I've, like, stopped. So I was saying that, like, it makes sense that you're, like... It's like, you want to be watching... Like, I think a lot of people watch me play Limbus. And I always have an excuse for why I'm not playing Limbus. Hey, Ju. Okay, I'm gonna put some music in, I think the music is okay. But it's mostly lobby music I want on the audio now. It's been kind of quiet on YouTube, sadly. But I've been getting some, like, fire playlists on, YouTube side. It's loud. Yeah, I remember Smith showing. That was pretty cool. I should probably, one day I'll look if the,
안녕. 지켜보고 있지?
probably better not to risk it. Arpeggio. Yeah, I want to make videos for CZN, but we'll see. I hikey have to, like, rush it this week, I think. I really want to make a Tenebria video, because I really like playing her. If I was still playing the game, I probably would have made a video or 3 by now for her. But since I'm, like, busy, or I was busy with Guild Wars, and then I, like, didn't have the energy to do Guild Wars and play C6 at the same time, I didn't do anything. And then I'm going to LA for some random stuff, or for, like, AX. So I literally have tomorrow and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'm flying out, so there's not much time. There's not much time. You play on Muse, the only time you ever hear audio from CZN? Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. Stay soon. Hope you get her. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've said this before, like I've said it so many times recently, but really the fact that I'm not playing CZN, like I enjoy Tenebria a lot, obviously, and I think it's fun. I think CZN is a much more casual game than before. Obviously, the expectation is that I can't make highlight videos as much or at all, but I can still make review videos, I think. Like, no offense to, like, the popular Sing guys, but they're about as knowledgeable as I am with stuff. And I don't think that's much of an effort. It's not much effort at all to, like, make review videos. But the fact is I'm not making them because I don't know if lazy is the right word, but it's just a lot of effort. Effort that I don't have in me for now. I could turn on webcam, but I decided to put the Fugi on instead, just cause.
아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 넷. 이젠 다를걸요? 타임 투. 내 무대 힘을 빌려줄게.
It's a bit ironic. I think Tenebria's a character gets worse if you have like the stronger you get in Sortie, or the more characters you get, the worse Tenebria gets, because you lose access to her own ego. It's kind of an ironic problem. It's probably better to draw the other one. Oh well. I'm not really thinking at all, playing. I'm just enjoying the basic gameplay loop of Tenebria.
노래를 멈추지 않는 한 우리는 영원히 빛날 거야.
I hope everyone's been well.
너 진정하던 별이 빛나도록 함께 노래할게요. 부르셨나요?
I've been having a good time, I think. General, like, work's been good for the most part. I like stuff coming up. I'm with a lot of friends over the weekend.
잘 지켜봐.
It's been nice.
타임 투. 내 무대 강렬하게.
I was supposed to see some friends today, but I decided to just stay home or like take a walk and everything. They definitely reduced the drop of Dream World. Oh, for sure. I've seen people complaining about how hard it is to get that card. To be fair, like that card's so fucking OP. I think it's a bit ugly of them to do that, but I low-key get why they would do that. You know? Yeah, I mean, it's a legendary, so it is pretty rare, but I think the card itself is too toxic. If that makes sense. Or, maybe not makes sense, but I don't know. Like, the less that card is in the game, or the less popular the card is, I guess the issue is that there are a lot of people that have that card, right? Like, plenty of people have Dream World access because they farmed it on time, quote unquote. So it does suck that for a lot of people they don't get access to it. But I guess the point is more that it makes sense that you wouldn't want a card that strong to be in everyone's deck. I really wish Performance Plus was better. It looks so, like, the animation's so nice, but it's such a bad card. It doesn't cycle, doesn't do anything, it just glows. Oh, nobody's supposed to ult here. Whoops. They may use less universal, but still. Yeah. I mean, it's just too strong. Like, because Dreamroll exists, they're gonna have to bounce around that every single Great Rift. Especially since they made it to like Great Rift, you're allowed to play like, they made it so that in Great Rift you play every season, right? So like, they will always have to like keep in mind that Dreamworld exists in the back pocket for everybody. And yeah, it's just not a good look. Like, Dreamworld is a bit okay, speaking of Dreamworld. It's too strong. It's too strong, everyone can use it. It's just like, well, like, genuinely what can you do as Smilegate? Like, they really gotta ban I mean, they probably will, right? But they really gotta ban the like 3-cost Quietus cards every single boss from now on. I mean, probably, but it's kind of annoying. Definitely unfortunate to do that now, but E is what it is. Honestly, this game is low-key like a, why would I play, I should take this. Sometimes I feel like CZN is like a, why wouldn't I play Slay the Spire instead if I'm going to be doing the sortie? But then I remember that it's mainly because, there's Tenebria in this game. I'm also not good enough for freaking Slay the Spire. You binged the Season 2 Avatar? Oh, the live action? It was okay. I feel like okay seems a very positive... Based on like what I've seen about people memeing it, like, I think people were expecting it to be bad, like, outright. The fact that you're saying it was okay is probably a good sign for that series. I generally think people were not very impressed by that series. Oh, I didn't use this. I could've killed it. Oopsies. This thing was definitely dead if I played it right. I'm kind of excited for the going to AX. I think AX will be fun, assuming that everything goes right. I do have like one worry that like I'll be like bored because I'm mostly going alone. I think my friend might show up for one of the 2 days, but we'll see. I'm not going with a group, and I feel like E6 is something you're supposed to go with a group, or grow as a group with. I don't mind doing like cons alone, obviously, but I do think about how like it is something you should do with people. Why isn't this working? Let's see though.
Time to 내 무대를 강렬하게 타임 내 무대를
Oh, I messed up again.
타임 내가 지켜줄게
I didn't cast the thing properly.
내 무대를 가슴 속 리듬을 따라
Going on 8 hours.
타임
If
투
only.
샤인 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐 넷 갑니다 폭발하는 감정을 느껴봐 타임 테네브리아의 포토 타임 이제 너도 내 팬이야 강렬하게
Wow, she really just blew up the wrong person. Why did it solo damage? Why was it taking 0
내
damage from long?
무대를 가볍게 먹어볼까? 타임 투
Huh.
내 무대를 야 부르셨나 흐름이 느껴져요
Try to heal before I get too deep into the weeds.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐 가슴 속 리듬을 따라 강렬하게
Oh yeah, I did the thing again.
어떻게 해줄까? 노래를 멈추지 않는 한 우리는 영원히 빛날 거야 넌 공격하던 발이 빛나도록 함께 노래할게요
I need to make a script probably for Tenebria. Probably do it during work hours or something. I feel like if it comes to like something like an actual guide or from like a high decent quality guide, it'd probably be. Actually no, I think it's too late now for Tenebria. If it was like an actual video, I would have needed to do it sooner than now. I think if I
내 무대를
make a video, or if I want to make a video for her, it's gonna be too
타임
late
투 내가
at this
지켜줄게
point.
내 무대를 잘 지켜
The more I think about it, like the more I'm realizing that
투 샤인 말라고
the timing doesn't work out.
내 무대
I
강렬하게
like put off the
타임
video
투
too much by
가슴
now.
속 리듬을 따라 내 무대를 가볍게 먹어볼까? 부르셨나요? 넷! 흐름이 느껴져요. 내 무대 힘을 빌려줄게. 타임 투 내가 지켜줄게. 내 무대 타임 투 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 강렬하게.
We'll see. If I want to make a video, it probably has to be, I probably start recording or drafting it right after stream. I do need to fix my hobbies and everything. Like, it's been over a month since I started work, and I've been pretty lazy at everything. I shouldn't have that many excuses. I feel like I always have excuses these days. Like, when I was unemployed, it was I was too tired from being burnt out. Now that I have a job, it's like I'm too tired from, like, commuting too long.
아이들은 항상
I just need to stop,
완벽해야 해.
like, having a reason to not do stuff.
이 노래로
Which is hard, but
넘쳐 흐르는
gotta,
열정을 담아.
gotta figure it out.
내 무대를 타임
You can only have excuses for so long.
내 무대를 잘 타임 투 샤인 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐 가볍게 먹어볼까? 타임 투 샤 가슴 속 리듬을 따라 강렬하게
Don't leave our crew, we need you. Unfortunately, I think I might be leaving. I mean, yeah. It was fun, but I don't wanna... I did tell them I was gonna come back, so... Smojis. Also, my light grid is not nearly as good as my early grid is, so... There's not much lost, if I'm being honest.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 테네브리아의 포토타임. 이제 너도 내
Laddy. I fucked up. Skip for no reason. Oh, okay, I'm lying. The RNG didn't work out anyways. Why am I taking 0 damage?
내 무대를 힘을 빌려줄게. Time to shine. 내 도움이 필요해. 빛의 정 가슴 속 리듬을 따라. 갑니다. 까불지 말라고.
Yeah. Are you feeling better, or have you rested, Fox? I know that you went pretty ham on the Guild War. How are you feeling? Guild War is always such a weird concept, because it's like the stronger you are, the more you can slack, and it's like, you really can't make up for the amount of bullshit with rodification. Passed out after Guild Wars, we're alright now. That's good to hear, yeah. I took like a 3-hour nap, and then I had to like go out and see my friends yesterday. Today was like I like went out Friday, then went out Saturday or yesterday, and then today my friends like invited me out a third time, and I was like, I can't. I need to have a day to myself. I need to be a bum. I just need to be a bum. I don't make the rules. You need a break? Boxing events are a good time to take a break. Like you could farm them for infinite AP elixirs, but you don't have to. Like that's the beauty of Grand Blue Fantasy. You can just do bare minimum, and it's likely gonna be okay. Like obviously, if you're trying to be efficient, you would want to do your boxing event thoroughly, but it's honestly fine. Like, I know that like for like super grinders like you and JJ, it's probably important to do them all. So I get why you'd want to, but that's like you have so long. You have so long until the next Guild Wars. It's like what, 3 months? 3 months until next Guild Wars. Like you can get a nice chunk of change by then, for sure. Oh, oops. Put the wrong person. Whatever. It didn't work before. I don't know if I saw a bug fix for it. You want a hardcore grind to be boxing? I think at that point, it's probably better if you just force yourself to take a break. I'll be honest. Yeah, I totally get the vibe for it, but yeah, probably just best if you vibe out. Like the boxing, the main benefit is the fact that it's AP positive. There's not much else going on for boxing. But like, just like, for example, I mean, I don't know if you're spending money, but like for example, with my gameplay, I've noticed that when I play boxing, or when I play the game a lot, as long as I do like the bare minimum for boxing, and then it's like do the bare minimum for boxing, if even do that much for boxing, and then I also just like log in every day, I haven't bought the premium pass in a while, but if you were to buy the premium pass as well, it's also a ton of value on that. Like if you buy the premium pass, you have so many elixirs extra that you don't really ever need to super smack boxing. So if you need an excuse and you have boxing or you have premium pass, then I generally think you should just chill out. If you do feel the burnout from playing the game too much, which, I mean, considering how much you guys have been playing, is pretty valid. The way the way that I also see it personally is that like if you want like if your worries about efficiency in GBF, what I did a lot to be a slacker would be to host every single raid. And you're not like necessarily going super AP positive, but you're so limited. Like your AP is so limited. Your AP consumption is very, very limited when you host every single raid and you're quote unquote weak. But the benefit of that is that like even though it's like really time inefficient and AP or like consumption inefficient, it's very easy to like spend like 7 hours doing something in GBF, even if that something is like technically inefficient, you know? So you could try that. These all suck. I'll just click run, I guess, for the joys of it. Barrel have. My card retained. It's not that good. I'll just click Ren for the memes. Yeah, obviously the entire like something all in moderation, but yeah, like hosting all of your M3s will only be a benefit for you. Because you have to remember that you have to remember that with your M3s, there's the entire like you need them for I'm assuming you're gonna eventually go for it. You need M3 for so many things. Like I can't even think of the name right now. But I think you know I figure you know what I'm getting at. You need M3s for the weapons, the quartz, there's also like sands you can get from that. There's also what's the thing called? Origin classes. That's what it was.
Time to shine.
It's like so many things you can do. Yeah, origin classes. Yippee! So if you want to be like lazy but still have like if you still want to do something while still like giving yourself the time to like, for example, I'm assuming you want to play Final Fantasy, right? If you want to just leave GBF in the corner, just host M3s. Like that's the easiest way to do GBF and still be quote unquote efficient, in my opinion. Like I would personally do that. My quartz. For oh, you mean for hosting? No, hosting M3s requires crystals, right? Yeah, hosting M3s and crystals, it's quartz. Oh no, it's not quartz, it's crystals. Like if you want your like the boxing is kind of okay, but it's not that good. I know back in the past, like I let you leech my hosts, but it's not that impactful. If I might be honest, it's good, but it's not that good. You might have a rosy interpretation of how good boxing is because of the leash I gave you a long time ago. Like, the main purpose of boxing is to get you AP positive, in my opinion. I don't think you're getting much else out of it. It's like something to do if you really want to do it, but otherwise, like, the priority of boxing is, like, so fucking low. What is wrong with this wolf? Like, text? Why it look like that? Nothing. Like, people generally don't do GBF boxing that diligently, if at all. Your pot's only at 1k? 1k is plenty. Like, no joke. 1k is enough for GBF.
우리는 영원히 빛날
Like, the main pot burns are, you know,
사용하던 밤이 빛나도록
I guess it's more a question of whether or not you're using
가볍게 먹어볼까?
the whatchamacallit.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 폭발하는
I should ask if you're using, if you bought the premium pass.
내가 지켜줄게.
If you didn't buy premium pass, then yeah, probably not that great. But if you do have the premium pass, then
Time to shine.
it's like no worry.
내 가슴 속 리듬을 따라.
You'll stack up pretty quickly, like before you know it. In
강렬하게.
Mario Arcane, fully uncapped. Yeah, but like you should be doing that unless there's a Tails of seat. Like, do we know there's a Tails event coming up? Also, why are you focusing on Maria, Teresa, and Kame? Like, you don't even have.
Time to shine.
It's not even a freaking
흐름이 느껴져요.
It's like Guild Wars.
내 도움이 빛의 정화.
Doesn't even matter.
신의 축복을 힘을
Holy shit.
빌려줄게.
It's fucking over. I just drew everything, and I didn't do anything. That was crazy.
내 무대. 야.
The new roguelite? Oh, I see. Okay. But hear me out. Why, like, they're going to give you, like, I mean, okay, I guess it's like, I shouldn't say this so confidently, but the odds they don't give you like a free uncap or free evoker thing is so low, right? And don't you only need to unlock them? Do you need them to have them like high, whatchamacallit? Do you need to have them scaled up or fully transcended? Because if so, then maybe they won't give you that. But I'm fairly certain they'll do a Tails event before the new roguelite. Like, there's no way they don't have a free shitter event with that, in my opinion. That would actually make no sense. They've never been that rude to players. I think. I could be wrong. You need them 4? Yeah, 4 is so cheap. Oh no, I guess 4 no. 4 is the unlock, right? Yeah, 4 is the unlock.
Time to 준비는 끝났어. 노래를 멈추지 않는 한
Gets new Sunstone substitute, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, again, there will probably be an event, so you can take a break until then. Or just do bare minimum for boxing and vibe.
명령 낮게 가라앉는 검은 안개 내 무대를 잘 Time to shine 어떻게 해줄 내 도움이 빛의 정화 내 무대 가볍게 먹어볼까? Time 내가 지켜줄게 내 무대를 폭발하는 감정을
Yeah, again, personally I would not worry about it too much.
Time to 내 무대 가슴
Like, I get that's mostly just for efficiency because you're a new player, and the entire draw of Grand Blue Fantasy is that you get to be hyper efficient and be rewarded for it. Right? Like, that's the entire reason why you're playing, and that's like the reason why you were enticed by it to begin with. But yeah, it's important to remember that burnout is a thing, and it's not bad to burn out on GBF. You can always dip and come back. I've done that plenty. But if you need a break, you take the break.
역시나 쉴 수 있는 미래를
Hey, Captain Venom.
봤었지. 어서 오세요.
How are you?
기다리고 기다리신 신상들입니다. 짜잔.
Addictive progression? Yeah, again, like, it's good to be addicted to progression. That's why I'm telling you, or that's why I told you about the just hosting random things. Like just hosting M3s to pass the time. Right? Like that's relevant progression. You need to do that no matter what, regardless. So that hopefully feeds your desire to like push while still giving yourself some respect. Doing alright, just farming some black mass. It's good to hear.
신의 축복으로 힘을 빌려줄게.
Yeah, this game, farming black mass is always such a vibe, I think. Like black mass is
네, 제가 해볼게요.
Wait, what?
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
Oh, okay. It snapshots the bottom and then moves it. Okay. I was raised on activate the cube. I've never actually used that card before.
영원히 빛날 거야.
Are you doing Venom? Are you farming the hardest level? I I used to play this game and stream this game a lot more in the past.
가볍게 먹어볼까?
But then and then Tenebria. Oh no, then what's her face happened? The blonde Molly chick happened, and then a job happened. So I haven't been able to stream this game as much or make as many videos as I did in the past. So Tefera, yes, Tefera. I like had to crash out when Tefera released, and I quit the game.
느껴봐.
But now I'm back because we have Tenebria.
완벽해야 해.
Pog champ.
Time to shine.
How is Tenebria? Tenebria's pretty. I mean, I have her E6. She's a lot of fun. I think I mean, obviously it's me like being a Tenebria simp, but I honestly feel like E6 Tenebria is really interesting.
내 팬이야.
Like E6 Tenebria has been the most fun I've had playing the game. I mean, to be fair, it's E6. Like, why? I feel like any E6 you pick up should be the most fun thing. Best defense in the game. I think Marie is still stronger, but oh really? You think Marie is weaker than Tenebria? No, Tenebria is a permanent character. I've not done the math. But and I'll be honest, like I think I don't trust most of the popular content creators on the map for the game. Oh, you have both, and she's stronger. Okay, that's good for me, cause I'm only playing the game for Tenebria now, basically. I figured she was really strong. Like I'm like no diffing this content right now. Her E6 only helps in sorting chaos. You think so? Because I mean, I don't have E6. The model. Oh yeah, I think Arpeggio is so broken. Agreed. You hit Arpeggio with like anything, and it's like, all right, I guess I delete the game for fun. Right. I totally agree that Tenebria's modifiers are fucking broken. I remember like me and Cosmic were talking to Creator Discord for a bit. No, in general, people were duping the shit out of Tenebria. Like, everyone thought Tenebria was gonna be absolute ass cheeks. Which was... I don't want to say annoying, but like, people were duping her without even knowing what her kit did. Like, there was a guy, like... I don't know if you know who... I don't know if you know who Coco is, but he used to be, like, this guy who streamed a lot, and a community Discord, and so... There's all, like, pretty hardcore people in there. And some guy was calling Tenebria dead on release. Like, dead unreliable. But he didn't even read her kit properly. And I was like, okay. Like, it's fine to call a character... It's like... calling a character dead unreliable, but then immediately proving that you didn't read her kit, like, felt really weird. So I'm really happy, obviously, that she is just strong. Like... This guy, like, didn't read that... the thing exhausted all, like... And there's some, like, important part of the kit that he didn't read properly. Which is funny to me. Which Discord? Coco's. There was a Australian VTuber called Poor Coco that streamed the game a lot between, like, December and February. But then he got, like, a medical accident back in March, and we don't know if he's okay or not, but he's basically gone, unfortunately. But yeah, he has a pretty active Discord that a lot of people use. They're calling it Tender Break? Yeah. Oh yeah, oh the Cosmic thing. So like, I was like talking to Cosmic in the content creator Discord, and he was like, he was also flaming her, like not blaming her, but he was talking about how like Adelhai was gonna be her best in slot because her multi-arms are bad, and I was like, you can't call multi-arms bad because we don't even know how they work. And then I think like the dooming was about how the expectation, like my expectation was that it's fine if it's fine if Tenebria's damage is quote-unquote bad, because up to this point there's been not a single non-seasonal character whose DPS is good, right? So like for example, like Haru's DPS she has one build that's good, but she's bad in Chaos and Sortie, right? For the most part. There's we have like Shizu is terrible on release, Yu is terrible on release. There's basically been no like strong release character. So people were like saying like, oh, like she's so bad because she's not strong in Hyde Marie. And I was like, okay, but like that doesn't even matter. Like that's not been a single character that's been released off of a limited that's good as DPS. And then it turns out she's OP. It's like great. That's what I wanted personally. Like I'm so down for Tenebria to be the first like non-limited broken character. Makes me happy. It was just weird that you're dooming her before even understanding how her kit works. Because a lot of the reading was like based on her it was based on like old info, right? Because one of the big things or why people doomed Tenebria was because they saw her the arpeggio or every rhythm card in general. They saw it and they were like, oh, this is bad because it's gonna be like oh, it's gonna have to be in hand or have to be in deck, or it's like scaled linearly with like additive damage multipliers, which is a fine assumption. But we literally just had Hyde Marie release, and Hyde Marie was like her mythic card scales off the base with the swords and like multiplicative. So it was weird to like doom Tenebria based on her scaling when we know that they're already breaking the mold with scaling. And then it turns out Arpeggio has like proper base scaling like Hyde Marie's mythic, so it's like okay. Like, I'm not that surprised, honestly, but I think people were. Diana's not limited and also top 3. You think so? I never played Diana, and I've not seen any showcases. To be fair, again, I like crashed out, so I wasn't really paying attention to most CZN content at the time. So I don't know. Like I think like Tefera ended up being pretty strong, obviously, as a support. Like people hyped her up a lot, especially at E2. Rita, I think, was a complete flop from what I heard, and then Diana released preseason, which meant she was an automatic flop, right? Yeah, Diana released preseason, so she was like already like pretty irrelevant, unfortunately for her. But so like no one like made content for her because there was no Nego distortion. I think Tower was still in beta, so no one really did anything. So I can believe Diana is top the DPS, and I just don't know that because there was no content being made, and I was not playing the game. Hey, Saga. But the crap woke up the build, she's mad damage. But does she do more than Haru? Because I think Haru, with like her Super Bis build, is like almost unbeatable now. For damage. Or with like infinite anchors, like... Oh wow. 6 AM? Why are you up so early, Saga? One of her best builds was the hardest to farm the whole game with 3 flames, so people saw the regular builds and were like, eh. I see. Were flames? Flames are a seasonal card, right? I actually don't know what flames are, but they sound like a seasonal card. It's random. Rare swamp event. Is flames the one that goes +1 to everything and then you get damage? No, something else. You wanna go back to CZM but you're conflicted? Bro, you don't have to go back to a game you don't want to play. If you want to play for nostalgia, then I fully support that, but if you don't want to play CZN, you shouldn't play CZN. Oh, it is that one, I see. Yeah, I mean, any rare event is such a fucking pain in the ass to build. To be fair, like, with how, like, flexibly they've made, deck building now, it's probably a little easier, but you have to burn so much black mass to get there. Which is obviously fine, but yeah. You wanna play but you're trying tons of games? Oh yeah, how did that co-op game go? I already forgot what it was called, but the one you were telling me about, did it end up being fun? It's easier, but you wouldn't spend the dupe cores? That's fair. My personal, what's the word? My personal philosophy on dupe cards is that I need to get. Oh, oops! I should roll those. I need 1,000 credits. I forgot. Like with the deck building things, I think you just do it when it's fun. Like, because I'm always a casual now. This game is not meant for an employed person, unfortunately, right? So if you're like, if you're employed, you should just burn the dupe cards on something that's fun. Like if you like miss the copy event and there's a really fun build you want to keep forever, just fucking do it. But obviously if you're sweat and you're playing wow, that's crazy. If you're sweat and you're playing for whatchamacallit, playing for a Great Rift, that makes sense that you keep it. Great Rift, yeah. If you're playing for Great Rift, then you would probably save it for an actual Great Rift. But even then, I feel like Great Rift is like a scary thing to invest dupes on because it's such a temporary thing. Like, I don't think Great Rift is a thing that's worth. Okay, this might be a hot take, but I honestly don't think you should spend stuff on Great Rift. Because Great Rift is such a... Like, who was it? They were talking about how one of the top Great Rift players like always instant deletes their decks when they get something good. Like, literally, like, immediate instant delete. Everything. I forget what their name was. But, like, that's not fun. I mean, it's fun for them, obviously, because they're playing for that, but... As a casual, I probably always spend it on, like, an actual casual benefit thing. What's the content people play for CZN? Keep hearing about no content in the stream since auto deck hunt. Is it Rift and Sortie? I think it's Rift and Sortie, personally. I think there's a hidden, like... There's a hidden content trove for full-scale offensive. Like, if I was unemployed and I was still... I mean, if I was employed, or rather, if I wasn't employed, and I was still addicted to this game, I would probably be doing a bunch of full-scale offensive showcases. Instead of, like, Nebula, because I think full-scale offensive is, like, very underutilized, and I think it can be very cool for different characters, because I think full-scale offensive is the only place in the game now where you're actually rewarded, not rewarded, but you're able to flex your full creativity. Because it's essentially like old Great Rift bosses, right? And so you have 3 options, like you could show off so much, but I think no content creators doing that, I think. Or I think one did it by accident. But I also don't think that they're like committing to it. Regardless, I think my point's pretty obvious with that. I think it's like a good content stream if you were willing to handle it, but for like it's just people are so used to only playing like Chaos and Sortie over and over again that no one wants to like do that deck building. And it's probably just not worth it because, like, to be fair, CZN's also not a very like massive game. I don't know what I'm blanking out for. Try Wuwa later, try NT right now, that sounds fun. Not exclusive for Great Rift, but some builds are very good outside of it anyways, like a Tenebria build. Oh yeah, because Tenebria is just arpeggio slop, right? It's like, I know what you mean. Like, the Tenebria thing is ironically very good, because the Tenebria thing is like, you're minimizing action count while maximizing damage. So it's one of the rare Great Rift builds that actually like pop the fuck off, no matter what. I mean, this character's like, I'm so sad that I'm like high-key burned out of gachas, because this is such a good like era for me personally. And the character I was waiting for is actually just broken as fuck. But I'm like too tired, or like I was too distracted by GBF, and now I'm just like too tired to like make full use of it. It's like so sad. Like this was my bruh. This was my time. One of the best games for CC since tons of pull currencies. Do you think so? I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think the game is that good for... Or, I see what you mean. It's good for, content creator, like, economy. I think I know what you mean. It's not really like a, not good for, like, the marketing and everything, but it's like, if you want to pull a lot, then they give you plenty. You figure out auto deck building? It's not that hard. Hey, Gabby. Found a place to live? Grats. Happy for you. I'm sorry it took so long, but obviously it's good that you eventually found a place. It's good to hear. all season streams are Rip and Story while they do just chatting. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's most games. Like, I think all gacha games are like that, no? Besides the ones that have, like, actual... I mean... Yeah. I feel like most gacha games are like that, unless there's, like, a reason to not be like that. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, how many gacha games that don't have, like, insanely difficult late game content, or, like, mechanically difficult content, are that break out of that, oh, all I do is just chat, well, I run around and do random shit. I don't think most games are like that, right? Where you just do random shit while you, like, look at chat and hope that chat, like, has interaction. Like, isn't that the majority of gacha games? It's an ideal place? Beautiful. Hey, you're getting new graphics card tomorrow? I'm really happy for you, Gabs. That's good shit. I'm happy that you, it's in like a hot minute too, right? So, really happy that you, I don't know why I put that on Tenebria. You found a place. Yeah, Venom, I'm not sure if you're a content creator for the game, but I don't know if you can also, like, have an opinion on the gameplay loop, because obviously as a player, it's, like, pretty easy to play, like, Chaos, like, yeah. It's really easy to loop Chaos. And Sortie, like, while you're, like, watching a video or watching a streamer. I've done that too a lot when, Sushi was still around, RIP Sushi. But... And honestly, I do think that's, like, okay as a content creator, like, I don't think I mind. I never minded the... Well, okay. This is a bit, like, I definitely did mind in the past. But I think if I, like, with Tenebria, I would not mind just doing just chatting and, like, playing Sortie with Tenebria all the time. But in the past, I did care a lot because I was fucking bored of playing characters I didn't care about in Chaos that weren't fun for me. Like, I was, like, swapping everyone because I kind of had to. But, like, if we would go back in time and, like, they released Tenebria start of Season 2 and she was as powerful, like, I probably would have played past my disgust with, what's her fucking face? Tefera. But, yeah, obviously that's not what happened in the end, but... Gameplay loop needs to change, especially Sortie. It's Black Mass Farm. Yeah. I can see that. In the past, it was just Chaos Farm, not just Black Mass Farm. Between this and Chaos, it's like I think Chaos is even easier. Like, I was doing a thing where I, like, farmed Chaos and, like, looped it for a build. But it's, like, such a same thing as this versus the other thing. Like, it's just same shit over and over again. Rip Sushi. It was funny because this is the last place I was gonna check out before I packed and moved to Mexico, girl. That was a real fucking life event and a half. What the fuck? Yeah, RIP. Want to play for fun? With trying Morimen? It's fun as well. Yeah, a few of my friends told me to play Morimems. I just never got. I had to never open. I just never opened Morimems. Couldn't be bothered. New Shadowverse card set comes out tomorrow. I've been seeing a lot of, like, bad raps. Like, no one seems impressed by what they're printing. Like, literally not a single person seems impressed by the new set. Seems kind of bad, no? Like, I know it's a little doomer, but... Like, no one seems happy with the new Shadowverse set. They finally... Oh, okay, so you have the opposite opinion. Because I've been seeing a lot of people flame the shit out of, the Shadowverse set. Like, how it's, like, more like Storm Slaw. I mean, I guess it's not really... I think it's, like, half and half, like, oh, it's Storm Slaw versus, like... It's, actually good or something. I don't know. It's card game players. You can never trust what they say. Probably comes to term with no sushi for a few years, maybe he comes back. What the fuck just happened to me? I think I might have just fucked up somewhere.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 준비됐어요.
I was not paying attention.
타임 투. 강렬하게. 신중해.
I see, it's one-shotting me. Oh, I overplayed actions on the previous turn.
진심인가 본데? 준비돼 확인해 보자. 내 기운이 나셨나요? 신중 지켜드릴게요. 걸렸어.
Reading is hard.
준비됐어. 안 받아요. 내가 지켜줄게. 물러서세요. 확인해 보자. 지켜드릴게요. 이젠 다를걸요? 타임, 힘을 빌려줄게. 내 무대를 잘 신중 기운이 나셨나요? 타임 투 샤인. 내 무대 강렬하게.
You said isn't bad, just more support for already existing cards, and the effects are a massive power creep in terms of power level. Instead of a slight increase, they just said fuck it. Oh, because it's the anniversary or something, right? It's really funny. That's so funny. CZN is hard moments for sure. You think so? CZN is probably... I think the difficulty of CZN, I guess it is harder, like traditionally speaking, but I would say that CZN difficulty is kind of fake. Where it's largely about figuring out what the devs want you to do. And then once you figure that out, it's a lot easier, if that makes sense. Because, like, for example, with like, Sortie, it's just have an E6. It's not really hard to beat Sortie, you're just not allowed to beat Sortie without E6, right? Unless you're lucky. That's kind of how I see it. There's a difference between, like, actual difficulty and just, like, being banned from succeeding until you wail enough. Yeah, it's really funny that the game's just about freaking... Everyone has something now, and that's probably better anyways. That every class has some bullshit, instead of just only some class having some bullshit in, Shadowverse. Props to Mormons, dunked by Indie Dev. It was the first ever project that almost EOS has no marketing budget. Mormons quite straightforward. Every character strike, defense, 3 cards, 1 ego, no epiphany. Makes sense. I feel like my only issue with Mormons, I forget who told me the story, but like, someone told me about how weird the Mormons, like, dev was. Or like the director, not dev. Like, an actual weirdo. Which could have been fine, but like... I don't know. I don't trust devs or weirdos. Which I think is not that surprising on my track record. To be fair, I mean, I feel like the CZN dev's not that weird of a guy. I think he just has like a fixation on incorrect market reads. I think he's just stupid. Not necessarily, like, weird. From what I remember seeing, like, the Mormons dev is actually just straight up weird. Like, he made, like, weird jokes and, like, sided with the global side on purpose to, like, get more support for said weird jokes. I don't know. It's all hearsay. Like, I don't actually know if it's true or not. Owen Dev. Yeah, the Owen Dev. Mormon's community is very much like Limbus, where they go insane over the game. Well, it wasn't necessarily like they go insane over the game. It was more that, like... I forget what it was exactly, but it was like... They were just weird about it, if that makes sense. I forget what it was. There's something specific that I'm thinking of, where... Like, it's like the Flares thing. Like, Flares is a weirdo, right? And I think the director, like, Flair started drama over the game with, like, the Chinese community over some bullshit. I don't remember what the bullshit was, but it was some random shit, and then other bullshit happened, like, it was some stupid stuff. Obviously, I don't like flares for like very like non-real reasons. Because he had like a bad tier list on CZN, right? And then he had like a very like it was very ironic, or he had like an ironic disclaimer that felt very ironic. And I think the more I found out about him, the less ironic it felt. Like, I think he actually meant that he was like a good, what's the word? A good spokesperson or knowledge base for the game because he was a Warmems player. And then he was like, I think he like baited a lot of people into investing into the wrong things, like the Kalipe fiasco. Obviously, Kalipe is not that bad, but she was not nearly as good as people pretended she was. But then like I think they had freaking Mei Lin at like tier C, which is the lowest like actual tier. They had other tiers obviously, but Mei Lin, but I think tier C was like the real bottom tier. Like tier D was like one person. I couldn't take him seriously after that. Hey Whooper. That's his stuff? I think so. I forgot what it was. Again, I forgot what it was in particular, but it was some random like nothing that was like a really big deal, but it was enough for me to like squint at them weirdly. You know, it's like a interesting. What was I say with that? You know, community type shit. Did I have a divine that gave me reduced this combo?
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 준비는 끝났어.
Maybe I shouldn't link
Time
that.
to shine. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine. 가슴 속 리듬을
Did you do a guide content for how to come back to see that as a returning player? I thought about it. I haven't done it, but I did think about doing that. But you were here for the beginning of the stream, but I was saying at the beginning of the stream that like I wanted to make content for the game, but Grand Blue Fantasy had Guild Wars, and
내 무대를
I've like not been very motivated to like play gachas. Period.
Time to shine. 가슴 속
But I was trying to. I think if I'm gonna make a video for something like that, it's gonna be after my trip to AX.
Time to shine.
But I do want to support Smelgate a bit more. I know that they're still like kind of on thin ice with me after the Zephyra shit, but they're like funding my AX ticket. I won the Twitter event, so and I do like Tenebria is obviously very strong, so might as well might as well be a Smelgate simp even if I shouldn't be. I don't want to be that much of a rat.
Time to shine. 아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 넷.
Bro, I got
내
nothing.
무대를 잘 부르셨나? 이젠 다 지켜드릴게요.
That's another game you haven't played yet, Limbus? Yeah, Limbus is pretty good. I recommend Limbus myself, even though I haven't played it in a while.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
Quite fun.
신주 기운이 나셨나요? 준비됐어요. 확인해보자. 준비는 끝났어. 타임, 내가 지켜줄게.
You want to replay your E5 Rin and E6 Tenebria? You should. I mean, the game is really easy. Like, honestly, if you have the willpower to play it, the game is genuinely very easy to play at the moment. Like, you can daily this super easily with auto skip, chaos, and everything. It's very, very simple to do. There's no reason to not play CZN, I guess, that's the way to put it, if you want to. They've improved a lot for the casual experience. Like, I only don't play because I'm a employed wage cook that, like, barely has the motivation to do anything on my days off. Because I'm just, like, a bum, you know? If I was more motivated, I'd play, like, every day. And I have, like, a million really good Tenebria builds by now, but I don't because I'm lazy.
가볍게 먹어볼까? 물러서세요. 아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 신주 지켜드릴게요.
Lyric, see you later, Saga. It was over with Thassis, Mormons merch where Global was joking about making a Thassis dildo and sparked a war because Des was joking with Global side as well. Ended up being a big incident where Global and CN hate each other from that day on. Thassis dildo.
내 무대를
I can see that being, that's really funny actually. Something about like making a woman, giving a woman, whatever.
힘을 빌려줄게.
Oh, never change any community.
넘쳐흐르는 열정을 담아 조심하세요. 내 무대 타임 강렬하게.
Oh, you're gonna drop pile. Interesting.
준비돼 물러서세요. 준비는 끝났어. 내 무대를 타임 부르셨나요?
I'm getting more and more of these.
이 노래로 치유해드릴게.
I was not paying attention to how this they generated cards. Cian took it as being disrespectful for women and put the vault in there. I am surprised that Cian cared that it was disrespectful to women. I do agree it's disrespectful, and I'm not surprised that, again, it's fucking gacha players. Like they have zero respect for anything. They don't, like, there's no respect for anything or anyone for gacha players, right? Like, they're just degenerates. I think it's less that Cian thought it was disrespecting women, and more specifically that it was giving a woman a penis. If I want to be honest, it's less that they actually care about the fact that a woman was like being disrespected, and more the fact that if you give a woman, like, if you put that implication, that means that you would be like homosexual to like potentially homosexual to interact with them, and that's a problem for like China, because China's horrifically homophobic for no reason other than they are. Crazy event either way, yeah, for sure. It's just a funny like take from them, like, oh no, like, how dare you put a dildo on a woman? That disrespects them. But like, actually, like, in their heads, they're like, that means I can't fuck them. Like, that's definitely what they're mad about. Like, these Chinese people need to stop playing. Like, don't act like you're on some high horse. Never seen a Chinese person on a high horse when it comes to gacha games. Especially all the bullshit they've done in the past. Obviously, like, a different gender and a different game, but like the entire like what game was it? The entire shit with lads were like they had to like make a public statement that the newest male character in lads was indeed heterosexual. Like, guys, we swear our newest male character is heterosexual. He is not, like, just because he looks like he's gay doesn't mean he's actually, like, they have to actually make that excuse in lads. Like, China is not, I would never believe for a second that they're on some beacon of morality for these type of things. Does this say E6? Of course it's E6. You think I was gonna talk about Tenebria this much without E6ing her, Nate? No way, no way! This deck is so bad compared to the other deck I had. But these assets revive, don't they? Oh. I think I might be dead. I think I might have lost. No cap. My HP is one off being full. Be serious. Wow. Okay, it's probably lucky here. How much you have to save for E6? I think I spent 40,000 crystals, but I had 3 universal dupes, or I had 2 shop dupes and 1 universal dupe, and I could have had 1 more universal dupe, so I only had to pull 3 copies overall for E6, which is obviously quite cheap for a game like this. You guys on res. Do they res with full HP? If they do, it's kind of cooked. Okay, it's not full HP. I don't fucking care then. It's not a big deal. Oh, they only res it a certain amount of time. They're funny. They can only res 5 times, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Universal Dupe. It's one per season, so you get one Universal Dupe every 3 months. It's very generous. The game's very generous, and they're forced to like super ramp the power creep because of that. Which, you know, it's fair, but it's a little silly. They're forced to power creep so much because of the insane freaking generosity. Like, they outright have to force you to pull every patch. Did CEO receive death threats over recent lads? I think someone sent poisoned chocolate to head office. Yeah, exactly. Like these Chinese players are not saints whatsoever. That's why I refuse to believe that it's over disrespect to women. That's why to me it's probably that they're mad that they gave them a dick, and that's a big no-no. Cause I don't know what it is like with Asian countries and like their need to be a certain sexuality. Like it's not even like they're what's the best way to word this? Because the issue isn't necessarily like that they can be perceived as the wrong sexuality. Oh no, the issue isn't how they act. The issue is the perception, if that makes sense. Or like how what they're called. Like you can be. There's probably not a good way to say this, but like I feel like in China, it doesn't matter if you can like queer bait. That's probably the best way to word it. You can queer bait in China all you want, and no one will blink an eye. But the moment you suggest that they were acting queer, they get really fucking mad. It's so odd to me. Like I don't understand why they care so much, but like I don't know. There's no like good way of like talking about it. So that's what I noticed with my dad. Like he was like low-key proud of like how in his day and age like no one was ever gay, and then he's talking about like, oh, like I slept with all these guys, and like we used to like, because he was living in a poor village in China, so like I guess like it was common to just like share a space because there was nothing better to do, and like not a space in general, right? Which I think is totally fine, and I don't think that's like necessarily like an indication of like how your sexuality is. But I told him, like, maybe one of your dozen of friends that were in the room with you might have been, like, they might have been queer. And he got so mad at me. Because my dad's a yapper. I mean, I'm a yapper too. But he, like, refused to talk to me for the rest of the road trip or, like, the drive. I was like, why did that upset you? Like, I don't get it. Like, why does it matter to you so much that maybe one of your classmates was, like, was queer? Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I don't care if your classmate was queer. Like, why do you care? But he cared so much. How strong swimming is give with 2/6 of rubber band and a penny, then as well. True. That's true. We love CZN balance. You can try to max out a specific character in Wizardry. You need 15 dupes. You got 9, you need 6 more copies. God, what a funny fucking... Does this always have haste? What a funny fucking game. I swear Wizardry has like the funniest like balance levers. But I know they need money. That's the entire reason why there's drama with Patroin, right? They need more money to like stay afloat, but it's also not a bad thing to want more money to like make sure your game stays alive, but yeah. All the like small things you have to do to monetize, stay afloat. Not jealous of that at all. Yeah. Asia's a very weird place. And I think I've said this like many streams, but Confucius has done irreparable damage to that continent. This Confucius fucker. And it's not as if like Western countries are much better at all. But yeah. In fact, I think Western Asian countries are very similar in the misogyny and like random hate towards marginalized populations. I'll never understand why like certain cultures feel the need to own hatred towards groups of people and like stereotypes. Oh, it's over. Oh, this character is so fucking broken. I love Tenebria!
멋진 공연을 선사해줄게.
Yeah, whenever I see like Twitter spats over like, oh, your culture is worse than mine, or we're allowed to be like this because of this and that, like, I'm just like, okay, guys. The bar is on the floor. Supposed to be a collectivist society has a say in it? Yeah, like, that's the Confucianist part, right? Because that's what, like, Confucius did. Like, Korea, China, Japan, in my opinion, they're all very, very similar. I don't know, like, how up-to-date you are with, I mean, I guess it's... it's not good regardless, right? But, bruh. Got trash all around. What's this? Felipe? That was my shielder. It's kind of funny. Mortal enemy is Confucius. I mean, I think any Asian woman who doesn't want to be a trad wife, any Asian woman who doesn't want to be a trad wife, their mortal enemy is definitely Confucius, no matter what. That's how I feel about it. Just based on my sister. That open is so funny. But yeah, Venom, I don't know how like up-to-date you are with like just general like Korean drama. But with like, you know how like Korea's supposed to be like very anti-feminist because like apparently supposedly feminism is a really big issue in Korea, right? Like the pinchy finger movement and all that. I used to play a game called Eternal Return a lot. That was actually like where I started streaming from. And oh yeah, of course you know about Wooper. Of course you know about Eternal Return. But yeah. Oh, you've seen, oh, okay. I forgot that, I didn't know, I actually didn't realize that you might have not been on a no for that, Wooper. Because I thought you were still around, like, when the initial drama happened, but I guess it's, yeah. Less, what's the word? Sorry, my bathroom's gassing because someone's doing laundry again. I'm trying to close my bathroom window, or bathroom door. I think the drama was still happening while I was streaming, so I might have talked about it then, but now that I think about it, there are pretty good odds that you were like busy with other stuff at the time. Because I know that you come and go, or you came and went with Eternal Return for like your own things. The Nikki Artist thing, yeah, Nikki Artist. I think it was just Nikki Artist, right? I think there's another thing that got pulled, but I think for Eternal Return specifically, it was Nikki Artist. But it was like a big deal because it obviously affected a lot of stuff in the day, or back in the day. Oh, right. But my point was that back then, like when that happened, I remember like looking into it and like going like, why, like, because there's a lot of Koreans in the NA Eternal Return community. Obviously, there's a lot of Koreans. Like, it's like fucking Korean game. That's totally fine. But I remember like asking Koreans about it, or like talking to them about it, and they all seem to be like, oh yeah, like, oh no, not even. Oh shit. Oh, that was bad. I like put my phone on my iPad and it fell. Oopsies. But yeah, there's like, they're like, oh no, it wasn't Koreans. It was like random Western people, like Europeans and stuff, defending Korea, and like talking about how like you shouldn't make judgments on Korean culture if you're not Korean. And I found that so baffling. Like, now that I think about it, I don't think any Koreans like said that. I think it was literally just Europeans. Like, leave my Korean overlords alone, like, type shit. It was so stupid to me at the time. No, yeah, you can definitely judge it. It was just like, I mean, yeah, I know you know what I mean. It was just really funny, like, at the time, there was so many, like, non-Koreans going like, oh, like, you shouldn't be going against Koreans if you don't know anything about Korean culture. Obviously, there were probably also Koreans that were saying the same thing, but there's so many non-Koreans, like, going like, how dare you, like, okay, guys. And then, I think the Koreans, like, were also, like, they were, like, trying to defend it because, like, oh, like, it's hard to understand if you're not in Korea, like, because I'd be scared walking around because it'd be, like, women, like, being activists and all that. Also, Aiden, I probably will be. I want to make a video for it, or I probably will try and make it, like, a showcase or guide video for her. I'm definitely gonna be something for Faye. I think when she releases, I'll be at AX, though. So we'll see what happens. But I do want to make a video. I want to get back to making videos for, or not for Eternal Returns, for, CZN. I just think I get to it. But, yeah. So silly. Nah, Dragon was so silly. You should understand what the culture was created. A lot of foreign Koreans know what's wrong with it. Yeah, but it's like... To me, it's not hard to understand, right? Like, the reason why it happened is because Asian cultures, because of this Confucius fucking, a lot of Asian cultures are inherently patriarchal. Like, you don't need to be Korean to know how Asian culture evolved because of Confucius. Or Confucius. Like, it's just not hard to understand, but for some reason, all these Europeans are like, oh, if you're not Korean specifically, you can't possibly understand the Korean plight. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, it's not hard to understand. Like, all Asian cultures, like, all their cultures are based on the exact same shithead named Confucius. It's, like, so bizarre that these, like, Westerners are trying to police Asians on policing Asians. It's so stupid. It's so funny and so stupid. Any games out there got chill community? I think Grand Blue Fantasy is pretty chill, but I don't know if you enjoy Grand Blue Fantasy. Saga. I also don't even know. I don't think Grand Blue Fantasy is a good game for growth either. I think for your purposes, there's not many games out there, unfortunately. Reverse 99 GBF. I think unfortunately both of those games are not very good for growth, in my opinion. And I think Saga's focusing on growth. Yeah, I think I do agree, Venom, that everyone should take anthropology classes in high school. I do think they aren't as effective as I'd like them to be, but it's at least like bare minimum, right? Like, I at least can pretend that if you take an anthropology class or like basic humanities and actually pay attention to them, like, the world would probably be a better place. But definitely not happening with the governments of the world. There's too much to be had with maintaining positions of power and all that bullshit. God, she's so OP. I love Tenebria so much. I love one-turning bosses in Sortie! Yay! Yippee! People have been recommending 1999. I would say, as like a decent reverse fan, that it's fine, but I don't think I would recommend it for content creation. It's a fun game, but like, it's mostly a casual game to me. Like, you play for story, but it's like a very like Limbus-esque thing, where like, you play for story, but everyone watching you will probably have either played the story, or unless like they're invested in story, like you show it to them for the first time, like they probably won't stick around. I think I'd say you should probably play Limbus before you play Reverse 999 and see if it's fun for you. If that makes sense. Like, see if playing a story game is fun. Because I do think that Limbus is a better game for discovery than Reverse is. Start being a story game so you'll have conversation topics with the audience, yeah. Confucius, mandatory military service, slowing economy combined with previous stuff, leading to more divide, fast interculture too. Yeah. I guess, like, China's a little different in that, in the regard that, like, the economy's not suffering. I think the economy is not a big determining factor, I will say, when it comes to quote unquote like societal issues. I think it can exacerbate it, but I don't think it's like an actual like driving point just based on China. China had the one-child policy. That is true, but the one-child policy has long passed. Like the current generation of Chinese men, and I guess I'm not saying men because it's obviously men. I guess women too because of lads. But the current era of China is like not tied to the one-child policy. That's a very distant dream for most people in China. I remember seeing a tweet at some point where it was like someone brought up the one-child policy and like they got a weird look from their coworker because it's genuinely not a real issue anymore. Like it's oh my god, my throat. It's like not a real. It's just not a real thing. Like not really, no one's affected by that in this day and age. You think economy is the more factor? But the thing is that like, okay, actually I'm probably thinking of the wrong way. I think you are right because I do think that the Chinese, I think the generic Chinese economy, like GDP wise, China is doing very well. But now that I think about it, I do think that it's more of like the overall GDP is very good, but the average person is probably not seeing the success. Like, I think the average Chinese worker is like very down in the dumps all the time, like very like lower middle class at best sort of deal. So you're probably right. But like if you extend it to that degree, I do think that again, it's not very unique to like Asian countries. Because you can say the same for like Western countries. Like not that many Western people are that are like doing that well, right? In terms of like socioeconomic status. But I do see what you mean, that it's like I think like the worse off the average person is doing, the more likely they are to like hold like random conservative values where they want to like suppress like people that they can, or like feel better than other people when they are able to. Thank you for the follow, Venom. Appreciate it. I guess just so you know, like I'll probably be streaming around either Saturday or Sunday around like this time, like 3 p.m. EST to 6 p.m. EST. I did stream a lot more in the past, but because I'm working a job, I can only commit to like weekend streams. So if I do stream on the weekday, it's probably for like for CCN for example, like a character released. But otherwise, it's just probably just like a random stream here and there. Let me see. Limbus can also pop off, yeah. Oh yeah, Reverse 1999 is a card-based game. It's like it's essentially like this game. There's a little like weird system with moving cards for ego points and shit, but it's not really that important anymore. Like it used to be a thing, but now it's not really a thing. Good order me. 2-month mark for me. When you play a game daily, you feel you want to play other games because yacht games tend to be repetitive daily wise. Yeah, I mean you can daily hop. I think that's a good idea. Honestly, like I think there's nothing stopping you from daily hopping. That's not a good idea actually. Or like to hop gotchas. Because I figure that like your audience is probably in a similar boat, where they're probably like also hopping gotchas. So if you keep them interested like that, then that could be pretty fun. What the fuck is this for? Whatever. The problem as well is getting shoehorned in one game. You get consistent growth depending on the game and success. Yeah, it's like when you log yourself. Fuck me. Do I even want this? Maybe. Yeah, it's like you have to pray the game you play is like popular with the masses, and if it's not, then you're just fucking sad. Which is fine, but can be annoying. You just re-download Throne of Liberty? Oh, that was a MRPG, right? I don't really remember that game at all, honestly. Able to go with Mongol a lot. Not many people covering it. True. People do kind of hate Mongol. According to statistics in 2023, 15 to 19-year-olds had 150 men for every 100, large disparity. In China, yeah, but I think those people are already out of that range. Like, the one-child policy was when I was born, and in 2023, I was old. Like, the one-child policy was not affecting that age range at that time. Is my point. Like, it's obviously it still affects them, but it's not like if you're a teenager in the 2020s, you were not a part of that policy, I think. I think a lot of men not being able to get girlfriends just based on statistics would lead to more incel culture, but that's just my logic. I think so, but I also think it's because of like, I mean, that's the entire like war like of incels versus like women, right? Is that like now women are able to get more education, and like just like strictly speaking, being more educated means that you are less likely to be oppressed or less willing to be oppressed. So you've gone from an era where like women were like, oh, like I'll be a loving wife, and like I won't like ask for anything, and I won't do anything, like I just want to be a housewife and do nothing. Like, we've gone from that era to, like, women actually, like, wanting a life, right? Not wanting to just be baby carriers and family takers, right? So, I think that's more of what the difference is. Is that, like, women are now less likely to be, like, less willing to be, like, marginalized in that way. I guess that's still to your point, trying to think about it. I said all that, but I'm still pretty sure that is like your point of like not going to get girlfriends, because the women are probably less likely to like just fall for a man because they need a family. They're more willing to like search for like their own degree, which means that like if you're trying to have a life, you don't want to be dating someone unless they're worth it and all that. That's great. Once Mongol falls, a favorite's gonna be rough. That's the limit stream one game. Going to do it. You can totally do it. Get people as soon as swap off. Yeah, I think most people know that box, but yeah, you're right. True this. People start saying on my chat they stop subbing or following and stop playing the game. That's really funny and sad, but yeah, it's pretty common. Decide your own streams, find your own niche, but yeah. I mean, Saga. That's why again, it's like you can just like jump, because odds are people that play Mongol are probably all hopping as well. Like, it makes sense to hop games because your audience is probably hopping games. I clicked the wrong thing. I should put that on fucking Mia, whatever. Resurgence of the right wing is entirely the left's fault. Worst thing happening in politics is intersectionalism. I don't know what that means in this context. Framework to understand how overlapping analytical framework to understand how groups. I dislike the fact that I understand your point, and I dislike the fact even further that like I kind of almost agree with it. I wouldn't say it's the left's fault. I would say, like, if your point is that like again, just like the way I see it is that like my point with like the like not getting girlfriends as easily, like it's just all about education. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like the left's fault that people are more educated, but it is technically in our modern society's like way of thinking about the world. It is technically a left-wing or like liberal concept for more education. So I would say, like, personally, that it's kind of like an acceptable like cause, or like an acceptable effect of people being more educated and knowing what they want a bit more, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't say it's like I wouldn't say it's a left-wing fault. I would just say it's a natural progression of society as you get more educated, because the alternative is that like you don't know what the fuck you want, because it's like the bread and circus thing, right? Like in the past, everyone is like assuming, or like I'm assuming like everyone is more likely to be downtrodden and like distracted by
Time
Why
to
she
shine.
attack?
내 무대 준비는 끝났어.
What am I trying to say?
Time 가슴 속
Like in the past, like you're working too hard to really think about what you need, if that makes sense. And now, like, you have the ability to actually like have thoughts for yourself, right? Like you're not allowed to like engage in hobbies, like have an opinion on things because of the access
time
to
to shine.
like online media. You're able to read, so you can actually read the stuff and have an opinion, right? Like that wasn't a thing back then. Like worldwide literacy rates skyrocketed recently. Do you play Enfield? I used to, but not really anymore. Aiden. Also, I don't get a reply to that for 8 minutes. Sorry, I've been reading Twitch chat the entire time. Yeah, I played Enfield a little bit. I like open the game every time there's a life bar on full. So like with Mifu, I opened the game and I like didn't open it afterwards. So I'm super casual with Enfield. But yeah, I don't really play anymore. I guess it's the best way to put it, like say it. But yeah, I think it's just a fault of education and not like a political issue. Because if you didn't have high education, then you wouldn't have like the lower class being able to read of concepts and theories of a better life, right? Like that's a huge difference that occurs now that wasn't possible like even 100 years ago. Like 100 years ago, you were a factory worker and you just like open a newspaper at best and like you could read like 5 words, but otherwise you didn't give a fuck. And like it was like the rich and snobby that were left wingers, right? That's how I see it. Like I think you have a point with the idea that's a left wing issue, but I think to me it's less of the idea that's like a left wing problem and more like it's a natural effect of people being educated. And education is inherently a left wing, like at least in this day and age, education is more naturally left wing like policy. So they came back watching you when you were playing NCE or other games. You're just generally just bored as well, just playing one. Yeah, that's fair. You were burnt out because min-maxer community trying to backseat and we're playing the game for NCE. That's so funny. That's what people want, yeah. As small as it is, there's drama and people want to drag me to drama because the community's too small. I should remember why I want to come to the game as long as it's fun, but no longer fun. Yeah. Especially if people are backseating you. You're like trying to enjoy yourself and then people are trying to drag you into random bullshit and you're like, whatever, man. Get me the fuck out. That's so annoying. It's also a Thusi. I have no idea who that is. Thucydides? Thucydides? I think it's Thucydides? Thucydides! Okay, yeah, it's fucking Greek. Of course it's Greek. Thucydides trap where women gain more power against established patriarch society. Yeah. It's just, there's no winning, unfortunately. You can't win as a woman. Yeah. It's just what it is, unfortunately. You can't, like... It's like... We live in society. All that to say, is rolling it all the way back to, like, the fucking Korean thing that I was, like, being annoyed about. It's, like, not... You just can't take ownership of, like, misogyny like that. Like... Misogyny is not a uniquely Korean thing. You can't pretend that only one culture's allowed to be misogynistic or uniquely misogynistic. That was my entire point of this entire rant. Like, it's so stupid to like want to own that, or want to like defend like leave my Koreans alone, sort of shit. It's just so funny. Cinema rant, yeah. Why stream if you can't rant about... Wow, I don't need marketplace for... Why stream if you can't rant about random bullshit? That's the entire joy of streaming. Yippee! It's also good when people actually have a conversation about it. 4. If 8 or more cards are in hand, change costs 0. Can I proc this instantly? I have Arpeggio. I have 6. No, I have 5 cards. I'm I'm 30. This is 5. I need to draw +2. I got hard to proc this. What's herbs? Yeah, Short Return Black Survival. It was a game I played a lot in the past. God, I wish this was me. Okay, but like, if you didn't know about Return, would you have met Muir Salem Sutton? Would it be worth? Would your life be better?
아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해.
Okay, maybe it would be better. I thought about some more.
준비는 끝났어.
Maybe you have a point. Maybe it's not worth knowing me in
노래를
Salem
멈추지 않는
to forget about herbs.
영원히 빛날 거야.
You're worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. On thin ice, yeah. I say one non-woke thing and then I'm immediately on the shit list. Korean's face to Doom the face of my blade of situation of herbs for yourselves. It's so funny.
데뷔하셔야 해요. Time to shine. 제대로
Oh, I played this. I should play this first.
힘을
I got punished.
빌려줄게. 가요. 내 무대를
Okay, after this fight, I'm gonna take an ad break, go to the restroom, and fucking close this door.
Time to shine.
My lungs are not happy with me.
잘 지켜봐.
I should probably ask my landlord about this, huh? Mr. Landlord, why does the bathroom gas me when people are doing laundry upstairs? Why is there hot, steamy detergent water being steamed through my pipes? I have like a window, 3 fans, and I still can't get the smell out of my room
아이돌은 항상
at a decent
완벽해야
rate.
해.
For shame, for shame.
Time to shine. 내 무대 준비는 끝났어.
You heard about the drama? Oh yeah, with Crony.
노래를 멈추지 않는 한 우리는
Yeah,
영원히
as a show of how insane Asian gamers are. Obviously, specifically Korean gamers, but I try and say, as a Chinese man, I try to be inclusive to my own culture and also bring China into it. But yeah, like Koreans got really mad because Crony made a pun a year ago about the game, like how like she was killing a mob named like a boar named Monster, and said that this is a boar, and Koreans got upset because she said it was a boar as she was killing a boar. Like, hello, guys. A year ago, by the way. This stream was a year ago, by the way. It wasn't as even if it was like a recent stream. It was 4 years ago. The stream happened so long ago. Like, you could have graduated high school. That's how long ago the stream was, and they still got upset. Like, we can't be serious, guys. I mean, obviously we can't be serious, but yeah. So fucking stupid.
내가 지켜주니까. 다음 곡은
So silly.
Time to shine. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
What the fuck do I play?
Time to shine. 내 무대를 가슴 속 리듬을 따라. 강렬하게.
If there's anything that Eternal Return has, it's a funny ass community. I said this a lot, like back when I followed, or I said this a lot in general about Korea. But I think if China, like, was not walled off by the Great Firewall, we probably like meme them as much as Korea. I think even Japan has been started to get on like the internet shit list because of the fact that like Twitter is now translated consistently. So like now everyone knows like the unhinged takes that like Japanese gamers have. Like it's not a unique Korean thing. It's fucking Asia as a whole. It's so bad. Even the place Japan buff isn't working out for them in the long run.
어서 오세요. 기다리신 신상들입니다. 짜잔. 다시 찾아와 주세요.
What's in here? Oh, this is the throb. It's a heart throb. Just like all my chatters. Haha. Okay, I thought the heart throbbing was part of the song, but it was the fucking thingy.
아이들은
Some of
항상
his song.
완벽해야 해.
Fuck.
Time to 힘을 빌려줄게.
Time to shine. I
노래를
love shining. I love shining.
우리는 영원히 빛날 거야.
Uneducated people really do be talking mad shit about stuff they don't understand. We're talking about help with left are all denouncing the common people as misogynist or whatever. While Brian's like, well, as long as you're the right religion, right ethnic group, you're gonna give me the world, fuck the others. I get the rage, no revolution happens peacefully. But they want you the masses that more diplomacy is needed. Yeah, again, I see your point. I said it earlier, right? Like, I dislike the fact that you're saying it, like, wording it that way, but I think you are fundamentally correct that, like, I mean, it's an even split, because I do think that a lot of the issues among the right wing right now, like, for example, like, the current American right wing, like,
내 무대를
politics,
잘 지켜봐.
I think are, like, very abhorrent, right?
Time to shine.
But I do think that, with that said,
내
like,
무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time
I
to
think they're
shine.
equally as uneducated. Like, I think it's, like, uneducated people on both sides of the aisle tend to
Time to
ruin,
shine.
like, actual discussion.
믿음을 따라.
Because you have, like, people arguing good faith, and a lot of people arguing bad faith, right?
내 무대를
So obviously we would want people to be talking in good faith,
Time to shine.
but almost as frequently as you have someone that's, like, being, like talking about things they don't know anything about. It happens on both sides, and, like, there's as many people on the left that, like, would just say anything to prove a point, and just be, like, very incorrect about what they're saying, as there are, like, right side people, like, who don't actually know better, but will, like, just say things. And obviously your point is that, like, I know what your point is. Your point is that the disconnect between the sides ends up resulting in just people flaming each other, because it's inefficient for people on the left to call others uneducated and not know what they're talking about, and, like, all this, like, random hateful shit, right? Because that's, in the end, that's what it is. Like,
Time to
I think it is a problem where, realistically, like, I think, like, both sides should be educated in what they're saying, but obviously it doesn't help to
내
be
무대를
called,
잘 지켜봐.
it doesn't help to be called an idiot when you're talking about your beliefs, and I think that's what happens a lot when it comes to,
가슴 속
politics education, and I think I do somewhat agree that the left is more likely to insult you for your lack of education than the right is online. Like, I can agree with that,
내 무대를 잘
which is why I agree that it is high-key like a
내
left-wing thing.
무대를 잘 지켜봐. 넘쳐 흐르는 열정.
Because, like, my family growing up, like, my family is, like, was pretty conservative, right? Like, before the entire Trump thing happened, my family, like, they always, like, memed on Obama, like, my dad, like, my parents voted for Trump because they're like, oh, he's a businessman like us. He's gonna be, like, conservative, he's gonna do everything right, he's gonna do this and that, right? Like, before we all found out that Trump's actually a big fucking idiot. Like, traditional values-wise. I don't think, like, even if Trump wasn't a thing, like, I still think I'd be pretty liberal myself. But I do agree that, like, actual conservatism is fine. Like, wanting to keep your money and wanting to, like, keep things stable so that you can live a life that you want to live is, like, fine. Like, if you ignore the bad actors that, like, are intentionally, like, sabotaging conversations, which is pretty frequent in this day and age, like, it's fine to, like, want to keep your government small, to want to, like, do this and that, like, that's all totally fine with me. But something well was poisoned, whatever, like, it's just what it is.
살아있으면 또 봐요.
It's like rage baiting to get, like, clicks and all that. I could see a world where, like, that is the actual problem, or, like, a more realistic problem with society than anything else. Because rage baiting is such a big issue. Because I think like it really is like a advertising and revenue deal. Where like obviously again like rich people are more likely to lean conservative because they want to keep their money. And so like they'll like rally against whatever is necessary in order to keep that. Okay, thing's over. It is what it is. I think there's only in the end there's only so much you can do. Politics wise, unless you like actually have some amount of power, which is pretty unlikely, unfortunately.
Time to shine. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine.
I already played all these.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
I should know just to kill this.
Time to shine.
I also have the forced. There's that one card that forcibly exhausts everything, which is probably gonna be really good here, but honestly, draw it. Oh, I can't wait a turn for that. Yeah. I'd like to Arm Revolution, but we're not ready yet. I think Arm Revolutions are always very scary. But I know, I do know why like someone would want that. It does make sense. Because I think, historically speaking, Arm Revolutions are high-key the most efficient way of enacting change on society. For better or for worse. But I do think, like, in the modern age, it's, like, very, very, very scary to do that.
Time to shine. 내 무대를 잘 넘쳐 흐르는 열정을 강렬하게.
Not very historically successful. I mean, I think they, I mean, it's a 50-50, I think. I think I lost, by the way. I think I lost. I think I'm dead. Oh, wait, what's Spotlight? That's the AoE problem.
Time to shine. 가슴 속 리듬을 따라. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
Did I kill everything? Do I live? I don't think I
Time
do.
to shine.
Oh, I do live. Barely. Oh, no, I don't. This does 986? Oh, no, I do live. I live.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine.
Do I have something in draw pile still? I do.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine.
I see. The shitter's gonna kill me. I'll say heal, but...
내 무대를 time to shine.
I think I misplayed the... Yeah, I misplayed at some point here.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine.
I can use this and use this.
내 무대를 잘 time to shine. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 강렬하게. Time to
Oh, it's
shine.
whole turn. Okay.
가보자고.
An actual hard turn in my Chaos Zero Nightmare run? Oh wait, it's dead. Oh wait, no, it's not. I don't have double hits anymore. Okay, it was close. We either die trying to make life better, or we die in the shadow of petas. That's, you know, yeah, I know what you mean. I think it is very scary to like commit to that, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's think no matter what, it's not a great outlook, but yeah. You must oust the fucking weirdos before you can actually get any headway. How season feel nowadays compared to launch? It's much more fun. Like, at launch, I was unemployed, mainly addicted because it was fun deck building, but obviously, like, the great, was it Damocles, Demosthenes? Like, what about that stupid-ass sword in the sky? That's, like, the metaphor for, like, impending doom. Like, that shit was always, like, very obvious, right? Everyone knew that was a thing, and it could be a problem. And it did end up, like, slamming into us pretty quickly. But because I was unemployed, like, it didn't matter. Like, it ended up slamming on me because of Teferi launch, right? Now, the problem is still here, but the repetitiveness of the game is, like, barely muted by the fact that you are able to make it much faster through, like, obviously, like, dailies are much faster, right? Because you're allowed to, like, skip chaos once a week, or once every day. And so you get the majority of your crystals through that. They've made, the bare minimum for Great Rip 300k, which is really easy. I mean, I haven't done Great Rip since the fair released, so I don't know how many crystals I've missed, but that's also really simple. Excuse me, compared to then. Sortie is annoying, but they let you save it up for 3 weeks now, which is alright. Like, it's still annoying, obviously, but if you whale or, like, get a strong unit, it's probably easy to do them on diff 4 pretty quickly. So they've made the minimum time necessary a lot lower. Which was necessary, right? But it doesn't change the fact that the game's still pretty niche, because if you want to make, like, fun builds and fun highlights, you do have to treat the game as a second job or first job. Like, I can't make all the Teferi builds, or my bad. I can't make all the Tenebria builds I want to make because I don't have the time anymore to make them, which is obnoxious. You know CZ drama you can't say here? Just say it. What's stopping you? Game expanded out content, quality of life, and content-wise, we saw similar issues in core gameplay. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I think the main issue is that they need to understand that people are employed, and that, in my opinion at least, successful games and gacha spaces do respect your time for, like, satisfaction. So, like, in, like, games like HSR and Enfield and, like, Wuwa, you can put the minimum time in and still experience 99% of the game you're meant to experience if you pull and, like, play patiently and, like, just do, like, dailies and bare min for events and stock up currency. Obviously, the trade-off is that, like, in those games, you're meant to, like, whale to get every character. And in this game, you don't have to because it's much more generous with currency. But my main issue is that, like, it's not as though you're getting, like, the trade-off is that those games expect you to whale to get the gameplay, and this game doesn't expect you to whale to get that gameplay. But it's not as though whaling gets you these decks faster. Like, that's my entire problem. Like, it'd be okay if you could whale to get very customized decks instantly. Like, that would make sense from a monetary perspective. But you can't even do that. You still have to spend infinite time in this game to get everything. So it's just very weird. Like, I don't get where the give is supposed to be. If that makes sense. Like, it's fine to power creep your dupes to make you pull more often. It's fine to power creep partners to make you pull more often. But in the end, to have fun with the characters, you need to have decks. And in order to make decks, you only have time. There's no, like, alternative to spending time in the game. And that's a massive problem. They should let you be able to get decks way easier so you can actually play the game. And then just make, like, the infinite time loop, like, I don't know, getting a good Sortie run, or getting a good Great Rift run. It shouldn't be that you need to make this game your first job in order to place top 100 in Great Rift. I mean, the reason why you're even allowed to place top 100 Great Rift with bare minimum investment is because no one wants to play the game that much. Because no one thinks it's worth playing that game that much, and I do agree with that sentiment. You'll be squashed by who, Saga? The only person here that plays this game regularly is probably Venom, and I don't think Venom gives a flying fuck. Or I figured he probably doesn't give a fuck about CZN drama, like, just based on how he's, like, been interacting with chat. Like, he seems like a very level-headed guy. I don't think anyone's gonna shoot you. And yeah, I don't think CZ knows to do their core audience. I think it's just like they want to be the hardcore gacha game, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I don't even know what the genre we're talking about is. Wait, let me go pee and run an ad break. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll check with chat, obviously. But yeah, give me 2 minutes to go to the restroom and close the door. All right. Oh, I think my tea bag. Wow, that's okay. Is chat here yet? I just realized I don't have webcam on, so you guys probably can't see me walk up to my chair. But Saga, like, you know I love tea, so I guess if it's private stuff, then you can like you don't have to talk about it. But now that you've opened the door, I do want to know. Like, I want to know what you're talking about. If it's like, okay, I guess if it's like content creator data or drama, if you get like the most vague summary, like no names obviously, like the most vague summary for it, if it's content creator drama. Because I'm assuming it's content creator drama, and I'm assuming it's something to do with like how they handle rewards. It's over emoji. An emoji? A recent emoji in CZN? And this is private? That's all? Wow, that is deliciously vague. Yeah, I actually have no idea what you could possibly be talking about, because I don't know anyone in the, oh, the hint. Oh, you'll provide the hint in emojis, or what? 9. Honestly, Bronco wasn't that bad, but... Notes. Oh, the hint itself is an emoji. I see. Okay. I see. It is content creator drama then.
아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 타임 투 준비는 끝났어.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to guess what happened. It's just like someone probably there's probably some emoji like creator emoji thing, and someone gets selected, and they got upset about it. That's like very standard content creator stuff.
내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. Time to shine.
monetizing stuff. Yeah.
폭발하는 감정을 느껴봐.
I guess if it was like a contract, like I guess it was like a. I'm assuming it's a.
타임, 내가
I shouldn't make like
지켜줄게.
obvious
내
guesses
무대를
because
잘 지켜봐.
it's like somewhat private, obviously. If you're not willing to like talk about it out in public, it's probably not like something I should be making open guesses about. But I can probably guess who the user in question is, or like the person in question that the drama is about. Oh, it's got backlash and trying to address it. Okay, this sounds very public. Why can't you tell us if it sounds like it happened like publicly? Obviously, it's fine. I do just want to know though, like, if it's out in the public knowledge. I thought it was like behind closed door stuff. So I'm assuming. Oh, never mind. I see. You mean that they addressed it in private and they got backlash from whatever the private like group was. I assume that's what the problem was. I think Control's the most OP one. You know how it unfolded? I just got the summary for it.
아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 타임, 힘을 빌려줄게.
Honestly, I can't even imagine where it unfolded.
노래를 멈추지 않는 한
They don't want to make it a big deal anymore? Yeah.
영원히 빛날
Group
거야.
legal response type? Yeah, I mean, I think there's only so many artists that are relevant to the CDN community. It's a very easy guess you're talking about, but yeah, that sucks.
타임, 가볍게 먹어볼까?
Like, I think it's very obvious you're talking about. I'll respect it and not like just say it. I won't say it out loud, because yeah, obviously, don't want to keep it private. Then it is what it is. Even though, again, I really doubt anyone in my chat would care, like, at all. I don't think anyone here gives a fuck. But
내 무대 폭발하는 감정을 느껴봐.
I guess you never know who's lurking, to be fair. Arpeggio again, please.
안녕. 지켜보고 있지?
It's actually really strong for turn 1 because it guaranteed discounts. Can't wait for a random lurker to show up and just crash out. I mean, I guess it's like it's because it's wow, that's really OP. No, it's probably like private. Like it's probably like somewhat public, but if I don't know about it, it probably didn't leak to Twitter. And I think the season community is not large enough. Like if it's who I think it is, they didn't talk about it on Twitter, which means it wasn't big enough to be on Twitter. And if it wasn't big enough to be on Twitter, then that means it's like still small enough that I doubt the random chatter would know. Don't jinx it.
쉽지 않을 것 같네. 아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해.
Yeah.
타임,
I mean, obviously, I would love to talk about more detail, but
노래를
it's what it
멈추지
is.
않는 한
Yeah.
우리는 영원히 빛날 거야.
Can't do anything.
너 훔쳐가던 자리
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with like these games, like these companies and these communities don't owe you jack shit.
내
Which,
무대를
you know, is fine.
타임,
But it does suck when you're in the position of like, oh, you would want more, or you expected more, and then you got nothing.
타임, 강렬하게.
Or you don't even get the bare minimum of what you think you should have, and presumably what you deserve to have. Like, it just sucks. But be what it be. I think in the end, like, especially with these gacha games, like, you really can't expect anything. I do think that, like, with CZN, it's enough that, like, again, I don't know if it's a problem with the company or the community, but if it was with the company, then, like, like, I think Smilegate does enough. I guess if it is, but it's monetization, right? So it does suck that you can't get properly compensated for what you probably are deserved to get. but yeah. Emo commissioning is expensive? Yeah, it is. It's like unfortunate because I do think that like personally speaking, I do think that artists are owed significantly more than they traditionally get. But this is also like coming from a place of like privilege because I can afford to like when I'm employed, obviously. Like when I was unemployed I wasn't gonna commission shit. But like I know like a decent amount of artists, it's obviously a lot of work, it's a lot of like technical and like mechanical skill that they put into it. And I think a lot of people do just presume that like artists don't deserve all that, unfortunately, which is annoying. Like, I mean, that's why AI is so popular with art, right? Like, it's like like most people cannot afford to commission people, and they also never had the time to gain that skill. And so that's why like you just like it's like fun to use AI to like envision things that you would otherwise pay somebody like a few $dozen for potentially. It just sucks for artists in general. You can't make a living as an independent artist nowadays. I mean, to be fair, making a living as an artist was pretty hard across all eras of time. That's not really like a modern era issue. That's just like a generic. You want to be an artist? Like, well, get ready to get bent because, yeah, it's just art, unfortunately. Like, for worse or for worse, like, you're either a giga fucking filthy rich artist because you reach these snobby people that are willing to fund you, like, millions for no reason, or you're not there and it just fucking blows. There's not much else you can say about it. It's just bad, you know? It's just bad. Artists are famously well fed. What do you mean? Yeah, artists are always thriving. I have never been an artist that was on the brink of financial implosion. Never been an artist that had problems with their own. No, it's so bad. It's so bad. Got an idea for something? Monka S. Monka S. No permission was asked for beforehand? Yeah, okay, so like, okay, yeah, it's just bad. Like, I don't know. People take artist stuff for granted so easily. It's just bad. And if you're like an independent artist, like you really can't do anything about it, right? You just kind of have to take it. Like, what are you gonna do against the multi-millionaire, potentially multi-billionaire corporation? Or what are you gonna do if you're like a small artist having to contend with like another small creator? Like, you can't take the small claims because the entire realm of like content creation is such a small like everyone's like operating on small like dividends that like you can't really, like it's international and it's like small creators. It's like what are you gonna do? What can you do? It's just ugly. Like, I can't sue someone from the C region if like they stole my work if I was an artist. I can shame them on Twitter, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just bad. Oh, I made a mistake there. Whoops.
타임, 힘을 빌려줄게. 내 무대 준비는 끝났어. 네, 갑니다. 강렬하게. 타임, 헉. 내 무대, 야.
You can use the emo as well for Twitch. Might as well. JK's though. That's all you know. Yeah, I mean, again, it sucks when it's it is someone's like skill and effort and presumably their livelihood, like they put real effort into it and it gets straight up stolen, right? Like that's the entire thing with like AI training and all that, is that they essentially stole a bunch of shit and they just got away with it because yeah, they just got away with it, right? Oh, I can't skip this. Oh, I didn't know I could skip that.
어라, 언제 오셨지? 어서
No. I'm not saying it's AI. I'm just saying that's like the same thing with AI. Where like people just run away with the shit. Like they just steal shit and run away with it. Like there's probably so many Twitch emotes where like the artist lost a lot.
제대로 들려줄게.
Like I think like the vast majority of Twitch emotes are like straight up stolen emotes, if I'm being honest. Like someone like without consent just like took something and then posted it and then they got super popular and then the person who originally made it is like, well, what the fuck can I do? Nothing. That's the answer. You can do nothing. Hey, like your work is now the internet's shit. Like you just it's just how like I think it's a pretty common issue with and like you can't even blame a lot of people because they probably don't even know that it was quote unquote stolen work. Obviously, it doesn't change the fact. Oh yeah, it doesn't change the fact that it was stolen, but so many things that like belong to somebody and then you got yoinked and then like what can you do? It's already out. You can't police everyone, nor can you really expect to police people like that. So
노래를 멈추지 않는 한
generative AI is based off real art for sure. Oh, definitely. Like, can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine these poor billionaires if they just spend money on these artists? Like, if they had to spend license and copyright? Oh no! As a society, we never go further. Like these fuckers. Whatever, man. Yeah. Anyways, you're another data center. Like, the only benefit of living in a city like New York is that there's, knock on wood, presumably, there may be a moment where you know, where my city, surely never be a moment where my city ends up having a data center with an easy reach, right guys? Right? I just asked ChatGPT to please describe the history of artist poverty in terms of gacha game. That's so fucking scary. Shit silly. Yeah. I think like the other big part of like AI is that like I know Target's not here to talk about it, but it's like a very like similar discussion with like the meat industry where there's so many like ethical and moral issues with using it, but oh wait, it saves this shit. What's the fucking point? It memorizes what the divines would have been on the seed.
아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 다음 곡은 제대로
What was I gonna say?
간지도 했고
I forgot what was that important. Oh,
Time to
the
shine.
no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, yeah, the like environmental impact, like the ethics of it. Like, I feel like at this point, even though it's obviously like very bad for the environment to use AI or support AI in general, it's just like beef, like or avocados. It's like so hard to please people for using it.
너 궁금하던 별이 빛나도록 함께 노래할게요.
The ethics of
Time to
AI,
shine.
of which there is very
내
little.
무대를 잘
But
강렬하게.
yeah,
부르셨나요? 갑니다.
not great. Okay.
Time to shine. 내 무대를 잘 준비는 끝났어. 자, 다음 곡은 네, 흐름이 느껴져요.
Is Cloud stronger than? Yeah, Cloud's way stronger of an AI than ChatGPT. It says draw 2, draw for each exhausted, and I drew 1.
부르셨나요?
Is this game fucking serious?
Time to shine.
Oh, it's because I only have 1 card left. I forgot that's how that works.
내 무대
So fucking annoying. Whatever. Hey. Oh. Whatever. There's no stress increase on turn anyways. Go sell shaft. Is that how I pronounce that? I feel that's not how I pronounce that.
조율해야겠어.
G shell shaft? G shell shaft?
타임 강렬하게.
That word is too European for me to pronounce properly. Or to even guess how I pronounce it. It's Olympus reference to Faust, I see. Not even close, I'm not gonna hold against you. I mean, if it's Faust, it's definitely a German word, so I get a pass, right? I get a pass, right? Right?
타임 투
Time to show.
힘을 빌려줄게.
Is this real?
노래를 멈추지 않는 한
These fucking German words, man.
영원히 빛날 거야.
You cannot ban me, the free script won't allow it.
감정을 담아 함께 노래할게요. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 타임 투 준비는 끝났어.
Time to shine. Time to shine. I love shining. I love shining.
흐름이 느껴져요. 조율해야겠어. 내 무대를 잘 지켜. 폭발하는 감정을 타임 투 강렬하게.
Dude, agony is such a shit status effect. I think there's a time where everyone thought that
다음 곡은
Tenebria was gonna be the savior of agony. And it just turns out, fuck agony, I guess. Wait, I don't draw off this, do I? Wait, I do? Now I draw it? Wait, what? I must have not exhausted the other one earlier. Whatever. Matter.
부르셨나? 갑니다. 힘을 빌려줄게. 내 무대를 타임 투
Time to shine.
제대로 들려줄게. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 준비는 끝났어. 이 노래로 치유해드릴게.
I fucked up, didn't I?
넘쳐 흐르는
Free.
감정을 담아.
Oh well. How's retreating me? It's going well. Having Friday remote does a lot for my sanity.
감정을 담아.
It still does annoy me that I have to like go so far. Like it's a 90-minute commute. I mean, to be fair, the commute's not a really good excuse. I mean, like 90 minutes is obviously a lot of time to be not doing anything, but like I could be spending that time like reading. What the fuck happened to this vulnerable text? I could like be reading. I could be like watching like lore videos. I could be doing so much, but I just don't. Like you could say the onus isn't on me to like push myself to do more outside of like work, but if I was serious about like doing stuff and like being good about my habits, it would be something I'm doing. It's something I should be doing, in my opinion. Mini pants. You all learn Korean or Japanese and experience living out of country. Oh yeah, that's also something to do like on the commute. I could be doing so much on the commute. Like I think it does suck having so long of a commute, but wow. I was reading that. I was reading that, Chase. What the fuck? Nah, thank you. Appreciate it.
어서 오세요.
Automod really caught that instantly.
크레딧은 충분히 가져오셨죠?
Denied. What the fuck?
살아있으면 또
You want to use spare
봐요.
time learning the languages? Okay, so I don't know if you've been for this rant, or if you've been around for this rant frequently, Saga, but like, my mom like told me,
부르셨나요?
I'm not sure if like it's like the best advice or like a relevant advice, but she said to me that like she did know, she like, I think she was low-key a weeb, now I think about it, because my mom grew up in like a very like anti-Japanese time in China. She learned Japanese. I didn't really think about that until just now. Huh. It's kind of funny. But anyways, the thing I was gonna say was that like, it's like nice to learn languages, but I think the issue with learning languages is that like you just never really know when it's useful or relevant, right? Like you can learn languages, but high key the issue is that like whether or not you'll have value out of that language, if that makes sense. And like it's like, I know you're saying to like visit the country, but I guess the main question is like, will you even I don't want to like speak for you, obviously, but like, will you even be using a language consistently enough to remember enough? Because if you're like learning language for like for example, if you're learning language to like learn about their culture and like to read their what's a good example of this? Like to read untranslated things, like have conversations about it, I think it's fine. I feel like odds are you're probably learning language for like if you're learning the language to potentially live there, then it's totally fine. But if it's like as a casual thing, it's like pretty hard to do that. Like, I don't know anyone who's learned Japanese like fluent like level. I know a few, but it's very hard to do.
Time to shine.
You want to access KR and Japanese the game regional like oh yeah. So like I think the thing with that is that like you can already do that without knowing the language. Like Nero has been able to do that for a very long time. Like I think Nero is like very basic languages, but I guess I don't know about the Japanese side because out of all the like out of most regions, I think Japanese is the one that's like the most iffy. Like there's so many, God, there's so many freaking like, what's the word? Oh, I can't think of. I just messed up my turn. Whoops. I can't think of the word. It's like you have to be so careful. What's the word? Is it respect? I can't think of the word. The point is that like you have to like be aware of something like random rules. Maybe you interact with like Japanese content creators. Like every time I look at a tweet, it's like, sorry, I'm not a part of your follow list, but I want to be comment. Like, why the fuck are you apologizing for not being a part of our follow list? But it's probably like some Japanese like custom to like not talk to people if you aren't a part of their group. You know, like I think that's like the thing they do. I think that's not a thing for Koreans. I think like you're supposed to be like not rude by like not spamming Korean chats with like a lot of English. But yeah. Conservative? No, it's not conservative. I think it's either customs or it's like formalities. It's some random word that I can't think of. The only acceptable reason to learn Japanese or Korean is to make translations that are better than official translations. Real. Agreed. Exclusivity? It's like, I think it's I don't want to say courtesy because I don't respect it that much, but I think it is courtesy. Customary? Maybe. All I know is that it's kind of like the, it's just like the expectation. Oh, maybe that's the right word. Like the expectation that you don't chat if you're not chatting the language. I think actually, like, it's not that common, but I think... But I remember for, at least for, like, Nero's side. Like, Nero... When he interacts with, like, Korean and Chinese players, he doesn't have to make that, disclaimer to, like, respect them and not spam them super hard. But whenever... I think there's only like one Japanese streamer that I know that hasn't had this disclaimer. But for like the vast majority of Japanese streamers, I clicked the wrong button. I swear it's like, oh, please do not spam them because it's really disrespectful to spam them if like you don't speak the language. Which is like fine, but I'm like, like, does it matter that much? You know, like, do we care that much? Like it's like I don't know. I guess it's fine obviously. Like I'm high-key policing them for no reason. Because if you're streaming, you probably want to speak with people that you understand and like interact with people that you understand. But yeah. There's been Japanese viewers asking me to learn Japanese so I can speak with them. Yeah. Those are the people I'm talking about. But I think that's very wholesome. Like the people I'm talking about are like the ones where it's like, oh, like do not interact. Like what was it like don't talk if you don't know, like that sort of shit. If that makes sense. And again, I get it from the like sense that it's like people want to talk to people that they understand, but it's odd that like I feel like with Japanese streamers it's the only like language or culture where I hear it way more frequently than I don't hear it. Like everyone else is like a shit poster or they just like don't talk to you. But with like Japanese streamers, it's like it's always like, oh, like if don't talk too much because they'll get annoyed. And I'm like, okay, why are you sending me there then? Like why are you as an English speaking content creator sending me to a place where they don't appreciate my kind of people chatting? Don't talk. No, don't talk.
타임
Period.
투 샷. 내 무대를 타임 투
It's a don't talk.
샤인.
Period
아이돌은
thing.
항상 완벽해야 해.
Like it's like they just want they don't want you to talk. Period. It's very weird to me. Yeah. Oh, I see it. Go. Okay, move forward and draw again.
타임
Mistake.
야. 내 무대를 잘 지.
Like, why am I in this stream if I'm not allowed to talk? That's how I feel. I'm trying to get raided into a like an Asian stream, and then the addendum is, oh yeah, please don't type because they don't like they only want to interact with like people they understand. I'm like, why am I here? Why the fuck am I here?
힘을 빌려줄게.
Where have you put
타임
me?
투 샷. 폭발하는 감정을 느껴봐. 간지도 꼭 들어줘.
Nah, it's pretty frequent. I'm actually like now that I think about it, I think it happened a lot with Eternal Return as well. I think like Nero had that disclaimer with like G work and stuff. I don't know, you don't know who these people are, but yeah, there were a few Eternal Return people that had that comment. Hamburger, USA! Yeah.
내 무대를 잘
I see 11, I start screaming hamburger. Oh my god, hamburger girl!
간지도 꼭 들어줘. 손과 전부 쏟아부어주겠다. 어떤 녀석이냐? 빈틈투성이군. 빈틈투성이군.
USA maxing guy?
강렬하게.
I mod for a guy who speaks all 4 different languages, so he ran into a lot of streams. I just don't get it. Like, why am I here? Like I know it's likely not just for clout, but to me it's like, is it not just for clout? Like, am I not here just to have clout with a different like culture? Like every time that happens, all I can think of is you fucking leave. That's how I feel every time. Like, oh, you want to be Korean or Japanese so bad. Like, what's the point? Like, your viewers cannot even be here. What is the point? It's so funny. Like, it bothers me, like, so much, even though it's so irrelevant, because I'm just like, okay, like, why? But why? Especially, okay, I give them a pass when there's, like, no other English streamer that they like, or, like, no other, like, commonly rated. Like, if it's, like, yeah, there's no one they like, or, like, no one they regularly raid online, then, like, fine. But like that's fine to me, or kind of fine to me. Not really that fine, but like okay, I get it. You just like, if the alternative is like some random that you don't care about, sure, why not? But like if there's like people that you've rated before, and you rate like a Asian person, and you're like, do not speak, because they don't like being spoken to. I'm like, why? I'm like, why? Please, please. Did I play the game out? No, I didn't.
부르셨나요? 네, 갑니다. 힘을 빌려줄게.
Dude, E6 Tenebria is so disgusting.
노래를 멈추지 않는
The fact that I'm able to cast her 7-cost ego skill every battle for fun is so nasty. So illegal.
본관 대기 중. 이건 어떠냐? 내 무대를 잘 지켜.
Arpeggio.
타임 투. 부르셨나요? 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐. 폭발하는 감정을 느껴. 타임 투.
Okay, I'll bet she shot all the way over there, but that's fine.
가불지 말라고. 가보자고. 준비는 끝났어.
Ego skills for fun? No, yeah. Tenebria's I can't cancel this. Oh, it's annoying. Her E6 gives, or her E2 gives me that rightmost card that I play a lot, which gives me +2 ego points. And her E6 reads that when you cast that skill, her next ego cast is 2 ego points less. So that means that every battle, you effectively have +2 ego points, like no matter what, for every battle, which is obviously a lot. And then her E2 gives her a passive where when you cast an ego skill, she slaps the opponent once for each ego point that the skill originally cost. So effectively, when you play her her free card that you get at E2, but at E6, you're casting a 7 ego point skill for 4 ego points. So yeah, it's kind of nasty. It's kind of it's silly. It's very silly.
Time to shine.
Not my CTN. Back in my day, we had to get Suchi to do the math on whether or not ego points were actually any good, and then it turned out they were absolutely trash. Oh my god. And now look at us now. Did the community ever figure out? Yeah, Suchi did the. I mean, I don't think the community figured it out, but I think the community is like aware now. Like, I don't think Suchi's credited with finding it out, but I'm pretty sure people know now that like it's really really bad. Oh yeah, I've never seen him referenced once on Reddit or anything. Honestly, I don't really know where Reddit goes for info. I think Reddit's only source of info is fucking WG, which is so unfortunate. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but it's like, out of all people, the only person Reddit follows is WG. Like, we could have picked anyone better for info, but we had to pick him. Wah. But yeah. So like, if WG doesn't say it out loud on a video, Reddit does not know at all. Like, he's literally the only source of info for that entire, for this entire community. It feels like very frequently. Like, I'm sure other people are knowers, but if you were like online, you would never know. Like, it was just so hard to find information that's not straight from his mouth. So whenever he gets it wrong, it's like very, very like impossible to find the accurate information. It's still baffling that stat exists. I mean, I know why you say that, but like, is it really that baffling? It's a gacha game, man. Like, it'd be weirder if there wasn't a terrible skill, no? Like, wouldn't that be weird? Like, if there was no dead stat, wouldn't that be weird? Like, I think that's way weirder. Like, if I had a gacha game where like every stat was good, I'd be like, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people? Like, that's how low the bar is. It's like, huh? What do you mean everything's playable? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. There must be trash. There must be. He tested with Sushi, affects your ego, you enter a stage with it doesn't affect your ego. Oh yeah, I probably you're the one that helped him with that. Oh, that, I mean, yeah, I actually did remember that. That's what he said. Did the community ever figure it out? I remember now, yeah. I was like thinking, like, you would, of course you would know that. That's why I had to adjust it. You try with main ego recovery on gear slot? Yeah, that was Suchi. I never tested it myself. Yeah, Suchi like did like an entire thing with Fox. I think Fox gave the screenshots, and then Suchi was like the one showing it on stream. From what I remember, it's been a very long time. But I'm pretty sure it was like Fox was like, look, I got the screenshots of this and this, and then Suchi like took paint photos and like wrote his ugly ass handwriting on paint. Wow.
Time to shine.
Oh, Suji's definitely not playing any gachas at the moment, besides the one he likes. Little bro is not a gacha gamer, man. And obviously, like, more power to him. Like, that's totally fine not being a gacha gamer, but he is not a gacha gamer. to that degree. He's a very normie guy, I think. I'm like very confident that he only played gachas because it was easy to stream. And obviously no shame to that. He's been playing. Oh, really? He's been playing Baldur's Gate? Really? I didn't expect Baldur's Gate, honestly. Yeah, Limbus, obviously. I don't have him added on the his other account. I know he has like multiple Steam accounts.
내 무대를 잘 타임 투 샷. 내 무대를 제대 조율해야겠어. 자, 템포 올라갑니다. 타임 투 샤인. 노래를 멈추지 않는
You can stream it, don't care what game he plays.
영원히 빛날 거야.
Yeah, I do think it sucks that it's like a very like hard stop to his streaming career. Like I feel like he could still. I mean, I don't want to make something of like has happened. To be fair, but I do think it sucks that it's like a full stop because I do think that obviously like as a personal like assumption, like I would have loved if he had continued to stream in general. But in the end, like if it was like a if he can't stream at all, then he can't stream at all. It is what it is.
내 무대 타임. 내 무대 준비는 끝났어. 타임.
Wasted like gear bag. Whoops. Actually, you don't get what I play. He needs a break. These are busy. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He was probably just. Yeah, I mean. Little bro, stuff to do. What can you do? He always has a life to live. It's totally fine. I can't say much. I also am streaming way less because of having life to live. It is kind of funny that like we both had to high-key dip at the same time from streaming in general, but
Time to shine. 아이돌은 항상 완벽해야 해. 내 무대를 잘 지켜봐.
what? I thought I ordered this differently. Well, if this came out, I should probably cycle. Oh, but I shouldn't
내
be,
무대를
because...
힘을 빌려줄게.
Yikes. Okay, whatever. You try, you can't even... Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Like, it's just hard to do everyday streams. It's a lot of commitment. And I think I remember mentioning this to you a while ago, Saga, but like, streaming is like not... It's like a pretty hard thing to do consistently. Like, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of your effort. I think you've been getting good success, so you might not have felt the like despair of like not having good viewership or like having low viewership for a long time. I also care way less because I have other things to do and I have like friends and regulars that pop up, like you and others, keep me company. But like that's why I was talking about, like it's a very disheartening like primary source of income. It's just a fox. Yeah, I think there are methods of streaming that aren't very high effort, right? Like I do think there's like like some ways of streaming that people do that are just like, oh, I just like open my video, like no mic, shoddy camera, like nothing, like no interaction, like that sort of stuff is like whatever. But if you're actually making an effort to like connect with people and like be entertaining in a way, it's like that's why it's a lot of effort. Like, I think, like, the dream scenario for streaming is, like, you say nothing, you do nothing, but, like, somehow you have thousands of viewers, and you have ad revenue, right? And, like, you have, like, an artist friend that, like, churns out content for you for, like, merch. Like, if you have that type of life with streaming, then I think it's a bit silly to, like, pretend streaming is difficult, but you probably can't even name one person that does that for streaming and is successful. Like, I don't even think that's possible to do, so it's, like, not even worth, like, speaking as if that's a reality. Like, everyone has to make, like, I I do think that in certain scenarios it's easier than real job, but it's still like a job if you're committed to it. It does still take effort. And obviously, like, streaming is an inherently social activity, so some people are just more social, more willing to be social than others. Like, you can't really judge anyone for that. My heart's streaming, you want to play MMORPGs, but you know you won't catch audiences as much as gachas. Yeah, that sucks. Only person that comes to chat is like Forsen, whereas chat carries his streams. Yeah, but you have to remember that Forsen is like, I think Forsen is, as much as people meme him, I think he's pretty naturally charismatic. Like, Forsen was genuinely funny. And maybe still is. I don't know. I haven't watched him since his Hearthstone days. But he was genuinely like a good player for Hearthstone. He knew what he was doing. And all other stuff. And nowadays, I assume that his popularity is carried by that. But like, he was actually like a really good content creator back in the day. He wasn't like some jobber that like did nothing. He like put the face cam on. He got good at the game he wanted to get good at. He did this and that, right? So it wasn't as though Forsen like didn't deserve his laurels. I don't even know who I'm building now. Yeah. There's another problem with Enfield. Like, the whatchamacallit is so... The barriers of entry to getting a fun build are so tall. There's a lot of builds I want to do for Tenebria, but just farming them is so annoying. Because I need a Meilin deck, but Meilin is, like, ultimately like, a terrible character to farm for. I lost randomly with Meilin in Sortie. I think Meilin is like the last character I need to farm for, unfortunately. Hmm. Yeah, I think unfortunately Tenebria's like, I think she is saucy, but like, it's kind of hard to find synergies with it. Probably requires future character supports. Whatever. So with this, see if I get anything useful. Oh, I never cleared 15. It's really funny. Fine, let's do this one. How's Enfield doing? You know, content history is still rough. I have not played Enfield, but I think Enfield is fine. Like, personally, it's a lot of effort, but I've said it before, like, Enfield was always gonna be the last open world I played. Did I quit? I must have died. Oh, I think I died last time I tried this. Sorry, I say it's funny. But, yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you, honestly. Like, I do genuinely think that Enfield is probably a good game still, and that it has its place in the gacha sphere. And, there's stuff to do. Like, the ending content is genuinely hard, so if you want to make, like, gimmicky and, like, skillful showcases and all that, it is possible now, I think, for sure. Like, it's a game that you're allowed to do that on. But for me, the problem is that it's an open world game. And it'll always be the problem. Like, open worlds are just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. Still carry, but out of AK9 fan base? Oh, Arcut's original. But what's still carried? Yocha? Like the content situation? Or carried by? Or what do you mean? All I know that Enfield's not like it's like the classic open world slop issue. Oh, okay. Carried by OG. Yeah, I can agree with that. Stupid auto type? No, all good. I can kind of guess what you're getting at, but it's obviously a little hard. But no, I know what you mean. It's like there's just not enough like things to do in that game, especially with the writing quality being what it is. Yeah. It's definitely true. It's just I don't think it necessarily sucks that's carried by that, but I think they... I don't know if I would say they rushed the creation of the game. Exhausted by ability? I don't even know what I'm building for, by the way. I'm just doing this run to get it done. You're watching SAO Season 1 because the new SAO game? I have not watched SAO in so long. I think I rewatched it once, but yeah. I have not watched SAO in a hot minute. I'm not that interested in one. I think the first season is okay, but I think nowadays I'd skip a lot of it, if I'm being honest. I think the original season is very nostalgia carried. You forgot about the entire plot, just watching S1, S2. I could never watch S2. The fucking Ironclad plot was so cringe to me. I think when I watched it, or rewatched it for the first time, I literally skipped the entirety of, not Ironclad, the fairy shit. Like, that fairy shit was so cringe. I hated that. I honestly don't know. I mean, okay, I can kind of guess how you'd be a fan, or how you would be a fan, rather, of the fairy stuff, but I could never. I could never be a fan of the fairy stuff. It's too cringe. I think a few of my friends played the beta for SAO, and it sounded like they were having fun. And Bill had solid concepts, but been crazy back and forth trying to change things to feel more players to the feedback. Yeah, it's definitely a game that would have done better if they had simply stuck to their guns, I think, but... I don't know, I think it's fine. Like, I think what they did... What they did in the end is, like, okay, I think. I do think they, like, definitely, like, missed... Or, like, I think they definitely underperformed a good amount, but... Like, whatever. I think, again, being, like, a Enfield chill, I think it's fine. I think open world games are naturally very long-term concepts. Can I get Divine on here? Okay. Ooh, I mean, this is perfect, but there's a good chance I don't win this run, because, we'll see. Honestly, this is a pretty sick run. I got this, Divine, I just need to flash it. We'll see. Excel World and my joke, SAO before SAO. I think Excel World also aged very poorly, but... The only, the only grace I can give to Excel World is that in the end, like, it was made very, very early. Like, I think it was a product of its time. I could give Excel World, like, some passes. I think back in the day, it was fine to be odd. I still think it's cringe as fuck, but, like, whatever. It's fine. I thought it was weird back then, so I think it's weird now, but like, I think there's been so much weirder shit, like Musoku Tenso, what the fuck it's called. That was like made way later, so fine. Dot Hack. I've never watched Dot Hack. I remember trying to watch it after I watched SAO, because I heard it was like the OG, but it was like, the style was too retro for me. And I'm like one of those fucking like anime tourists that has to have good graphics. Again, it's one of those things like for its time, it was probably really good, but like for me, I was like, eh. It's like too grainy. As a pioneers of the genre, but tier 3 quality and today's standard. Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with that. Like good, yeah, definitely like good back then. I mean, like I was 12 when it first came out, I think. 12 or 13. It was 2012. No, I was 15 when it came out. Damn, I was supposed to see when that sale came out. That's crazy. I should not say that out loud. Not because it doxes me, but because that just scares me. Times have changed. Maybe they haven't changed enough. Okay, is a esophagus? Is this not like pretty decent? You get agony somehow? Thanks to know how you get agony.
마침 잘 됐어. 엘리시온도 쉬고 싶어.
What am I supposed to re-epiphany? I think these are all correct. I think Spotlight is like supposed to be pretty good because it cheeses out action counts. I think you're supposed to get like some divine on this, but I can always do that after the fact.
힘드시다면 노래 한 곡.
I probably just want to clear the run. I don't trust. Sadly, everyone that uses Agni AK Trust It only cares about attack and plus damage, not multiplicative. Yeah, it was more of a thought for like... You could cheese out Agni somehow with like a different support character. Because it is Tenebria, right? Tenebria has a privilege of like having plus 20 at least faint memory on her side characters. So you could get like Agony and like some random thing. But yeah. It's feasible. I think it's actually correct, but I don't know. Like I said earlier, it's just too much effort. Like this game is not. It takes too long to farm these niche builds that I have in mind. I doing Great Rifts. I've not played Great Rifts since Sephara. And I also don't have much interest in Great Rifts. I know the mechanics. I've seen Coco's Discord complain a lot about it, but I've not bothered with Great Rifts since Sephara's. And I only bothered Sephara's Great Rift like literal like first 2 hours, and then I quit the game right after. You're doing 3 Great Rifts, 3 X Encores better? Oh really? Oh, I thought it was that one. Or the cheese that one. I see. You do 300k and then fuck off? It's funny. Oh, this is not the right one. Whoops. Is it left and then right to select? Or plus stress? I think it was. 4x is better, 2x draw, 2x activate too. Got to 60. 4x is better, 2x draw, 2x activate too. By draw you mean the Encore draw, right? The Encore 0 cost? No, isn't it the Encore, isn't there? Oh, I see what you mean. You go 2 and 2 for Encore? Vuln Encore, add 1 hit, decrease cost 1. I see. I see. Draw Epiphany 2 with vulnerability activate 2. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's cringe. I mean, it's not cringe. I think it's cool that Great Rift has like such optimized routes now. This right one, right? I might as well, I guess. I think it's cool like Great Rift is this optimized these days. Because it's like a really unique type of hunting down the correct like interactions. Again, the main problem for me is just the fact that it's like so min-maxy, like you just have to hunt it down. It's probably a top 10. The issue is that there's too much time. Like I generally don't have the time. Because I don't work that, I mean I work like a classic 9 to 5, but I commute for 90 minutes either way, so it's like 3 hours of commute every day. And then I'd rather do anything else but like grind sortie. Like I'd rather like, well, right now all I do is bed rot, but if I were to like fix that like doom scrolling bed rot issue, it'd be like so many other things. over playing CZN. Like, no offense to CZN, obviously. I think it's a fun game. I would love to play like that, but interesting. I heard combo was okay, but it's probably not combo on this, right? It's probably not, I mean, if I'm going casual, it's probably left side encore. Or is it right side encore to draw it? Yeah, I heard the combo epiphany is on a different character, right? If I'm casual, is it right side encore? Ray? That's funny. Oh yeah, for the damage amp. Makes sense. Middle and left. Oh no, middle's for would be for Great Rift if I'm cheesing actions. If I mention dupe once, right side is better. It probably is right side, honestly. I think draw is always a problem with Tenebria. I did get +2. I'm probably going right side. I'm probably splitting the difference between Great Rifts, like 30k and other stuff. I don't know. I think I'm realistically probably gonna, like, if I make videos for this game, it's realistically gonna be full scale offensive. I think Great Rift is better left to the people that have significantly more time than me and way more care for the game. I think personally, I'm probably gonna look to like make a full scale offensive for, like, to make a deck for all of them for Tenebria. That's kind of like my long-term goal for the game right now. I like haste cards activated one time per turn. It's pretty ugly, but 40 or more cards in the graveyard. That's why not possible to hit that. There's not a good CC2 actual. Yeah, I know I keep mentioning him, but that's what the allure of Coco was for a lot of viewers. I think Sin or Cappy Lyric. I don't know if you've been watching him, but Cappy Lyric is from that community, and I think he's like a good replacement at this point. I can't dupe this another time because it's fine. I'll just copy Spotlight for the last one. This is a tier 15 world, so I don't have 180 data. I only have 150 data or 170 data. That's so sad. Oh, I also have the fucking. Oh shit. Oh wait, no, I have Wait, what? Oh no, I have +40. Okay, I'm fine. I was still operating assuming that I didn't have the free stuff from, like, Tenebria's privilege from keeping these 2 copies. Lets me keep this. And if I copy it one more time, it's 160 because it's 20 + 40. So I'll have 2 copies of Encore, or 3 copies of Encore, 2 copies of Spotlight. Is that better? Because it's Encore for the original Arpeggio, and then 2 more Encores for the Spotlight casts, right? So it's 3 Encores. Yeah, 3 Encores and 2 Spotlights is correct. Oh, you're so nice. It's up to him. Yeah. Cappy Lyric is pretty cool. Should I just take this? I'm not discarding. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's arm or chest piece. Okay, that's worth it. Rope of Art. Oh wow. See, I think this card was really good, but I have to replace the chest piece or the accessory. That's probably fine, right? It was not fine. I would be looking to divine. These are divine. I could buy. Oh no, then I max out. Get ready for lunch? Alright. Lunch? Wait a second, lunch? Box? Lunch? Crazy statement. 123, 160. That's one. Yeah, I can't buy this. I could buy this and not divine. I'd probably just divine random card. It's not worth the loss.
안녕. 지켜보고 있지?
I'm gonna rest because this is a blue pot, right? I might get mind broken. The game sometimes trolls this. Oh yeah, if I didn't rest, it would be kind of close. Triple copy, divine one of the random ones. Heart of the Jewel. I guess Heart of Jewels. I mean, I can always use the new item to flip that into something more useful. Oh, there's a core. Is this useful? I guess I can fix my items like this. Oh, it's only two, I swear last patch, this was 4 nodes. Did they fix it to only being 2 nodes? Or did I, like, mess up somehow to only get 2 nodes? Like, I didn't do the proper, proper thingy.
손님분께는 당연히 보여드리죠. 기다리고 새 물건들이야.
Last season. I swear it happened this season, but whatever.
당연히 보여드리죠.
Oh, I paced already.
기다리고 기다리신.
마침 잘 됐어. 엘리시온도 쉬고 싶.
너도 날 좋아하잖아. 그렇지.
So funny. And she mind breaks, that's fine. I have so many tickets. Dude, I wish the game let you turn that shit off. It's so funny that they just, like, blow it up sometimes. I think that boss in particular does need you to actually, like, play carefully. It is what it is. So stupid. That's probably like one of the major quality of life that I want to see. Like, the ability to take control of your fast pass to, like, actually play the game. In case you can tell that's gonna be a bad mood. Because I think I failed a lot of, like, decent decks in the past where, like... Because, like, a lot of good decks outside of Chaos are bad decks in Chaos. So you, like, frequently fail. And I think Tenebria, unfortunately, is a character that you have to manually play. Because the AI is too stupid to understand that you can ego constantly. And it ends up, like, not getting a lot of value because of that. Which is, like, fine, but, yeah. It's just annoying. I didn't do Chaos last week, so I'm behind on the credits. Honestly, I'm probably meant to spam Chaos, because they haven't bought everything out, or like the important stuff out. I don't really care about these things, but I need to buy these for sure. What was this? Removal? Yeah. It's my bad. I only have 2 weeks left, so I have to spam Chaos, like, off-stream, like, just auto it constantly to farm, which is so degenerate, but we'll see. I can maybe do it with, like, GBF farming.
안녕, 함장. 내 얼굴 보러 왔어?
Oh well. I like this deck. I get draw boost here. I get to draw my arpeggios the first time. If I get one encore, I get the other encore, almost guaranteed. Persona's gonna be a bit more annoying to find, but whatever. It is pretty expensive, but this is probably a deck that's meant to be played with, like, Nia or, like, a +1 AP character, so that's fine. I guess the first encore also discounts the rest of them. Or the rest of the arpeggios to be a little cheaper. So I need 3... I need 1, 4, 6... 8, so I need +5 AP. +5 AP off Ray if I don't have combo is actually kind of hard, but I can ego Ray combo. There's a lot of solutions, I guess. I can also get gear bags to get +1 AP. Yeah, just back to Ray, gear bag flipping, I guess, if I want to bother. But that'll be a very long time in the making, because I don't have time this upcoming week, unfortunately. I have to go to AX and everything. Oh well, it is what it is. Seize the end moment. Alright guys, I'm gonna end stream. Thanks for watching. I'll be back probably I don't think I'm gonna be back until like I'll probably stream Monday next week, because I'm going up to AX like mid Wednesday, and then I'm flying back not tomorrow, next Friday, next Monday. Yeah, I'm flying back from LA on Sunday night. I wonder if Smilegate will have like a streaming thing. Yeah, I'm going to AX. If Smilegate has like a streaming thing going on, then I'll probably like ping my Discord. But if you guys like, I don't know, we'll see. I'll ping my Discord if like Smilegate has like a content creator theme thing. They know I'm going as a content creator. I don't know how many content creators are gonna be there, but it would be cool to like get featured there. Even though I definitely don't deserve it. Without as well as I've done for the game, but yeah. I'm gonna try to make a Tenebria guide video, or like a you should pull her, just to, like complete the simping process. I want to make it before I go, because if I make it after I come back, it's gonna be like 3 days left on Tenebria banner, which is way too short of time. Yeah, I'll try and work on that like tonight and then tomorrow and Tuesday. We'll see though. Yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. It was a nice stream this time around. Good conversations. Appreciate all the chatter. And yeah, I'll see y'all sometime next week. Thanks for watching. Should I rate someone? I don't recognize this Unobaka person. I'll decline. There's no one online. We could rate Luna actually. I just noticed Luna was online. Luna, is like variety now. Yeah, Lunara. Luna is like variety these days, but Luna did do a lot of CZN in the past. They're pretty cool. They have a really funny chicken VTuber model. I think they drew and rigged their own model, which is obviously impressive. So yeah, they are very chill though, and I know that Saga's pretty good friends with them, so it should be a nice lurk. Say hi if you can, lurk if you can. Obviously, no pressure to lurk if you don't want to. And the chicken's online right now, so you get to see the chicken. All right, see y'all. I just got here. Yeah, whatever. Everyone's on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.